What's good? What's good? What's good, baby? It is your boy Truex, the Sports Junkie, and welcome to the NBS Show. Of course, man, it was. I don't know how to explain it. See, it was a rough, but I think somewhat productive weekend. We gonna talk about it in a second. But I got my brother C in the building. What up, C?
Wow, what's the deal, baby? Mr. C, the trendsetter, aka the whole damn show. You know what it is, man. I'm here so we can begin, and I'm still screaming, "Go Tigers!" You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, boot up and shut up,
man. So look, we gonna get into it because we're the LSU fans on the NBS team. I was there Saturday night. Brian Kelly's official last game at LSU.
Yeah.
Man, let's go with it, man. What's your thoughts as far as the firing of Brian Kelly?
First off, I do agree with the firing. Unfortunately, and I don't think it's because Brian Kelly's a bad coach. I think it's just because you don't have all that damn time at LSU like you had at Notre Dame to get it together down here. We gave you 4 years. That's a whole recruiting class. And gave you $18 million that you spent in the transfer portal this summer or this past season, off season. And we didn't do all that for you to come out here and have 3 losses already. Virtually eliminating us from the playoff contention already. You know what I'm saying? So our patience was thin. LSU, we don't have that type of patience down here. So I just think it was a bad fit. I think it was a bad fit because he's a good coach that needed more time, but he don't have that type of time down here. We ain't got that type of time. Our watches don't work in Louisiana. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, my watch really is dead. Like, really is dead.
See what I'm saying? Right there. And that boy got LSU all in his background. So you know they ain't got no time over there at LSU. So, you know, I agree. It was I don't think that he could have survived losing this Texas A&M game, but he might have made it through the rest of the season. But getting his ass kicked like that, that's what got him out of there within 2 days. That's what was the reason why he had to go now. Because everybody believed the team had given up on him. He had lost the team. And it looked like he had lost the team out there. You know, the only thing I can say about Kelly, I do believe he was in charge of the team. I believe that like they respected him as a head coach, and he looked the part and everything. But I just think that they didn't believe. I think after the snowball that started last Saturday, they didn't believe they could win. They kind of laid down, and he's not that motivator like they could say. Now, I will admit we were missing with weeks, which is a big reason why I believe we lost that Vanderbilt game. I believe we would have won the Vanderbilt game had Whit Weeks been out there. But Whit Weeks couldn't stop them extra 40 points that Texas A&M put on the board. Everybody, I think because if you saw him on the sideline, he was trying to rally the defense up to going out there and standing up. And then we was down like by 20 points at that point. And he was still out there trying to get them to fight. But, I mean, I think it was a bad fit. He didn't have the time. We didn't have the time for him. He needed more time. And it's just one of those things, man. He going to land on his feet, though. Somebody going to give Brian Kelly some money.
Yeah, there's a lot of openings there. I got a question for you because I just thought about while you were speaking. We know how everything fell apart prior to let's go back last season. If he doesn't lose Bryce Underwood and Underwood's the starting quarterback, is Kelly still the coach today? If Nuss goes to the league and he has a freshman quarterback starting, no matter what the record is Kelly still there because he had that freshman phenom in an LSU uniform? I know it's a
same record.
Same record.
Depends on how Underwood looked and how the relationship looked with Brian Kelly. Because with this transfer portal, if just like any of our recruits right now, they're open to leave now.
Yeah.
So if Bryce came down here who was attached to the hip at Brian Kelly and we fired him, and Bryce was like, "Oh shit, I'm going to Michigan." Um, I think that would have kept his job if they had had this great relationship. But Brian Kelly, like I said, he came down here, and I think that he had. I want to say I think maybe he had bad counsel, unless he had his own counsel, unless he counseled himself, and he came down here. He tried to ingratiate himself to the state really early, but he was doing it in the wrong way, man. Like he was doing it in an accent. He was doing a little 360 thing with the recruit dance and stuff. It's like I got what he was doing, but he didn't understand that down here that's not gonna get us, brother, right there. We just gonna ask, what the hell is boy doing? That's what we did when he was doing all that. So and it would have been fine, would have been totally fine if he'd have won the SEC by now.
Right.
He would have still had a job had he won the SEC by now.
Or made it to the playoffs.
He got us to the SEC championship game or made the playoffs. But he got us to the SEC championship game in first year. He beat Bama his first year. But everything since then, it looked like it's been a downward spiral. He won 10 wins the first 2 years, then 9 wins last year. And looks like I said, if we went out, we'd be 9-3 this year, right? So I don't know. What I wonder? They let him meet with the team before he left. What was that conversation like?
Hey man, I really don't know. I was there Saturday night though. Yeah. And the fans, the student section, bro, every chance they got, they ripped Brian Kelly and Sloan. They ripped them one play they didn't like, bruh. They was calling for their jobs. So like you knew if the upper heads were looking at that game or even hearing the student section, then you knew this was coming. Yeah. LSU was up 18-14 at halftime. I'm sitting there like, well, we got these boys on the ropes, but I didn't get too excited because I remember what happened last year. In the second half, Marcel Reed went crazy, and then, again, that can't happen, man. Coach Echo, shout out to him, man, at A&M, bro. He did it again. 35 unanswered points in the second half. Bro, you realize that
in 4 years, you still can't stop a running quarterback.
Bruh, it was bad too, bruh. Like, I'm sitting there like Marcel Reed is literally doing what he wants, bruh. Literally doing whatever he wants. Harold Perkins has opted out the rest of the year. What's your thoughts on that?
I did not know that, bro.
Yes, he said he has some. He's not playing the rest of this year. He has some things to think about.
Yeah, he does. He does, man. But like I said, that's I think that's attached to the Kelly firing as well. Because right now we're a program in disarray. We're a program in disarray. And I know he's probably thinking he's in the locker room. He's a player. So he's like, the best we can do is 9-3. And he probably don't think they're gonna do 9-3. Right. You know what I'm saying? As a player. And so what it looks like to me is that's one of the things that you have to consider. I did like them moving Frank Wilson to the interim coach. He works close with the recruiting, so all them boys like him and love him there. So they're gonna play for him. You know what I mean? From what I hear, they're gonna play for him, and they're not giving up on the season themselves. So I like that move. Let me ask you this: Joe Sloan gone. I think that was a good move. Blake Baker, do you think we had a good defensive coordinator in place?
I do. I think Blake Baker showed promise this year from last year. Definitely upgraded. Like you said, weeks being out, I think hurt them these last 2 weeks. Um, in that game against A&M, that's the one game you may be able to say, okay, well, Baker has to be better. He has to coach them up better in the second half. We understand that. The first half, they played well. He played well. I don't blame LSU losing on Baker because I felt like the offense was just so stagnant. Even when LSU was getting stops, it was like, bruh, y'all just not doing anything offensively. It was literally one-sided. To go back to the Harold Perkins thing, and I love LSU, love all the players, but Harold Perkins, I think that he should play. And I understand Kelly not being there, that's one thing. But as a guy that if I was an NFL GM or NFL front office, that would be a red flag for me. And you may say XU wildin' because, but like I just feel like, yeah, Kelly's going. Yeah, y'all might have went. Y'all right now y'all 5-3, but you don't quit on your team, bro. And I know some people say, well, he didn't quit. He didn't quit. This is no shade. It's just the way I see it. Like you have Bama coming up. That's supposed to be like in people around here. You know that. See, that's our biggest rivalry. Why would you walk away and say, no, I'm not going to play in that game, and I'm not going to play in the rest of the game? If you lose to Bama, I'm not saying you should go sit down, but that you should be playing against Alabama, bro. Like, what are we doing, man? You're quitting on your teammates, bro. I don't like that. That would be a red flag because my thing, everybody's good when everything's going good. But when it's not going good and we need leaders to be leaders and lead your teammates, I just think that's a red flag for me because if I'm going to draft Harold Perkins, I have to know if things are not going good, he may quit on me. And that's just the way I see it. Now, I'm not on the inside. I'm not in the locker room. I don't know what happened. But Perkins played well in the first half of that game against A&M. He had the pick. He was flying around. I just don't understand why he would just opt out the rest of the year. That's mind-boggling to me.
And here's my thing, man. Well, I actually, is that true? I think because I'm looking it up now and it said it was a hoax.
Well, I'm hoping it is because, bruh, Harold Perkins has to play, bruh. I just feel like, man, you was projected a first round pick after your freshman year. First round. Early first round. You got hurt and you bounced back this year and now you have a chance to move up the draft board again. But if you don't play, how can you move up?
He's been hurt twice though.
True, but I'm talking but you know what
his season been ended twice. Right. So this is what I think about. I start thinking about, I get what you're saying. I definitely get that. But you got to think about this still is a 21-year-old kid, bro. All he knows is football. All he knows his future hinges on him being able to play football, right? So you got to think about the last 2 years he hadn't been able to finish a season on his feet, so to speak, right? And he's probably terrified, bro. He's probably like, man, what if I go out there and get injured now?
And we're not playing for anything right now.
Yeah, and we're not playing for nothing right now. That was good. That was cool. I could have not played for nothing last year before last. But now I got my whole future ahead of me. And I go out there and one of them Bama boys take my knee out.
Right.
And I'm out. I'm out not only for the rest of this season. Now I'm rehabbing through draft day. And people talking about I ain't gonna get drafted. I might go in the 5th round instead of the 1st round, like I'm still projected. So, as I think you're always supposed to surround yourself with wise counsel, especially as a young person like he is. And I think maybe wise counsel told him that if he truly did opt out, his counsel probably told him, yeah, man, look, I know because I don't see it being in him to not want to play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As a football player, as a leader that he seems to be, I don't see him just saying, nah, man, I ain't going out there, I ain't playing. You know what I mean? Yeah. So That's probably his counsel telling him that he don't need to play. I'm sure he has an agent. I'm sure his parents are really closely entwined with those agents. And the agent might have talked to the parents. The parents told him, they made convinced him to go on, chill out. Finish the rest of your school year online. Come on home. Come on back to Texas. We're gonna chill until draft day. I got you got enough money, we can get you personal training to train you for the combine. That's what you need to be worried about. So I mean, I hope that's not true. And if it's not true, I pray he didn't get injured and he's able to march up that draft board, man, because he's a great player. He's a great player. They're gonna do well with him, whoever drafts him.
No doubt. That just kind of like when I read that, I'm like, come on, man. Not right now. Like, we have to still fight. I'm not saying that we can get back into the thick of things, but to all my LSU fans and even to everybody that's in college football, let me just put this out there. LSU does have 3 losses. And this is not me defending Brian Kelly. This is just the facts.
Yeah.
They lost 3 top 10 teams.
Top 10 teams. Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about here? Yep. One's number 3 in the country right now at A&M. Yep. I think it's 6 or 7 Ole Miss and number 9 Vanderbilt. Like, yep. LSU, and the only game you can say where LSU didn't have a chance of winning in the second half was A&M. The other 2 was right there, nip and tuck the whole way. They just didn't pull them out. So I think that's why, I guess that's why I'm like, bro, if they go out and beat Bama this week, well, next week, not this week, next week, and then run the table, beat Oklahoma, beat Arkansas. Like, I'm not saying that they're going to get back into the playoff race, but an argument can be made for them. If they was to go out and beat Alabama, who's right now currently the number 4 team, I think, in the country, I don't know. Excuse me. Do you think that the season is over? Do you think LSU has a chance of making the playoffs now?
I'm not built like that to get until things are mathematically over with. I'm not never gonna say it's over. So and to answer your question, of course not. Let's go over who's in front of them right now. In the SEC. In the SEC, you got 10 teams above them. One is Florida, who I'm sure they're gonna have another loss. Oklahoma, we play them. Missouri, we don't have to play them. Tennessee, we don't have to play them, but they could possibly lose. Texas, I'm pretty sure they're gonna lose another game.
Texas plays Vandy this week.
Texas plays Vandy this week. That might be the loss right there. So you got Vandy. So one of them has to lose, regardless. All right. So hopefully it's Texas that way, and we win, so we'll both be 6-3 overall. And
LSU jumps Texas. If LSU beats Alabama and Texas loses to Vandy in the next 2 weeks,
they jump it.
LSU's jumping them for sure.
Yeah. So that just leaves Georgia, Ole Miss, which I think Ole Miss got another loss in them, and we're gonna beat Bama. If we beat Bama, that brings them down to 7-2 overall, and they could possibly lose another one. Only people that we can't is we not catching is Texas A&M.
Right. We have 3 losses. They're not losing 3 games.
Yeah, they're not losing 3 more games. unless they have a rash of injuries.
But I don't think that they have to win the SEC to get into the playoffs.
I don't either, but I know we have to be a top 5 in the SEC. We can't do it under top 5. But we beat Bama and Texas loses, we definitely back in the top 25. We're probably 20.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And who we got after that?
You got they got one. I don't want to say an easy game, but one game that they should win. I forgot who it is. They got Arkansas. And they got Oklahoma.
Yeah, Arkansas, Oklahoma. We got who else? I think we got
It's like Southeastern or something. I don't want to lie to you. It's not.
Yeah, that's the game I'm planning on going to. It's the last game. I think last home game of the season. I forget who it is. I got to go and buy tickets too.
I got you. Hold on. I'm going to pull it up right now. LSU schedule. Yeah, Western Kentucky.
Yeah. So we should beat the brakes off Western Kentucky. And like I said, man, if we can fight our way back into contention in the SEC, no, we're not gonna play for the SEC championship, but if we can get into the top 5 in the SEC, if you look around to the because everybody else, every other conference, they don't beat up on each other like we do. So there's gonna be some room for improvement only in the SEC. That's why I'm only looking at them because the SEC because everybody else doesn't have to play each other to be fighting to get in like we do. You know what I
Right.
mean? So you have your teams um we get in before Houston or Louisville. You know
Right.
what I mean? Um if it comes down to us or Texas Tech. You know what I mean? And we have 3 wins and 3 losses, and they have 2. We
Right.
get in. You know what I mean? So that's the only kind of thing we need to be trying to focus on, man. Trying to get back up into contention in the SEC to where it can make sense for them to put us in the playoffs. And I was thinking, I said, man, say they go out and do all that. Does it look bad that we fire Kelly, or does it look good that we fire Kelly?
I think it would be to say we look good that we fired Kelly. Only because I feel like that was the spark. The spark that, they went out and that says the team rallied. The team rallied after Kelly got fired.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Brian Kelly. Well, let me ask you this. I was trying to wait for the guys to come on here because I know that anybody that's going to be tuned in or watch this video, they're going to say that, X and see their bias. But there's a lot of openings right now in college football. You got the LSU job, the Florida job, the Penn State job, the Oklahoma State job, the Va Tech job, the Arkansas job, the Stanford, the UCLA. What job is the best job right now out there for a coach that might want to, make that jump?
Bruh. Come on, man.
And kind of like break it down.
It's got to be Big LSU. All right. So look, I'm gonna put it like this. If you go into a team that already has talent on the roster, you have a team that has talent on the roster, and all you have to do is depending upon if you're an offensive or a defensive minded coach, is make sure you have your right coordinator in place for you to do this and have your right recruit. I think we have good recruiting. We have good people in recruiting spots right now, and if you're a good recruiter, you can get recruited. And plus, like I said, we spent $18 million in to transfer portal this year, so we have the resources to make a splash in a transfer portal. So whatever you need, whatever you see that we don't have, once you get here, we'll go buy it. You know what I mean? If you don't like Van Buren, you don't like Juwan Johnson, all right, we're gonna go buy you another quarterback. Just look around and be able to pick one. So I think that's the best job. Really, we arguing over what's the second best job. Okay. And I also think it depends on who the person is, and if it's a step up for them or a step down, or a lateral move. So we gotta start thinking of some of the people that they're talking about, like Lane Kiffin. He's at Ole Miss now. I almost want to say it's a lateral move for him, only because not because Ole Miss and LSU are the same level traditionally. Just because of what he's built over there. Him leaving Ole Miss to come to LSU is not necessarily a step up for him because he has the run of Ole Miss, unlike he would have the run of LSU. He still have restrictions coming to LSU.
Okay, so So I don't disagree with what you're saying. I don't disagree with you saying as far as he has probably more say so at Ole Miss, right? So for sure we're gonna give him that. But as I'm talking, I'm gonna bring somebody to the stage in a second. But and I think that you're gonna agree with me, even though he has more say so at Ole Miss, and even though Ole Miss is currently ranked number 7 in the country right now, I can sit here and tell you, man, I think, and I've been impressed by Ole Miss. I don't think he wins a national championship at Ole Miss. I think if he's going to win a national championship, it would be at a LSU, Florida type school. Ole Miss to me is not winning the championship. I don't even see Ole Miss playing for the national championship. When you think Ole Miss, I'm like, nah, they're not playing for the national championship. But I got a guy that's going to talk about it real quick. Oh man, we've been waiting for this. Oh my.
The franchise. What up, boy?
It's the franchise in the building. AKA Mr. BTA, AKA thatguy.com. Let's go. Listen, I heard y'all talking about Lane Kiffin. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. He ain't gonna win no national title, but he's definitely resurrecting a program for sure. I do think LSU, as much as they want to go out and get the big splash, $53 million is a lot of money. If I were LSU, instead of going after the big splash, I think I would go after the big coordinator. I would go after somebody that's not going to hit me over the head because, man, we got to recoup $53 million. And I don't even think we're done paying Ed Orgeron either. So I think we need to take a step back. Instead of going after that big face, you know what? I'm going to say this. Instead of us going after the beautiful woman that's out there that, oh my God, everybody wants it. Instead of going after Halle Berry, instead of going after Halle, right? Instead of going after Sanaa Lathan and Megan Good. Hey man, let's pump our brakes for a second. Let's go after Fancy. Let's dial it back. Let's bring it down a second. Right? We don't need a 10. We need a 7 or a 6 that we could build and let them build the program to the 10. We don't need a 10. Because if we get a 10, True Extra Sports Junkie's background is not going to look the way it's looking right now. Because that's tax money out of that man's pocket. Mr. C, I'm going to be honest with you, man. If we go after the 10, hey, man, Just for Men is going to be about $35 a box. And them grades are going to be very difficult to come off your chinny chin chin.
Come on,
so
man.
With that being said, I think we should scale it back, right? I think we should go after a decent guy, a coordinator of some sort that's not going to break our bank. Please, LSU, and thank you.
Okay, so we there, see? We there. I gotta know now. Give us the top 5 guys that LSU should go get. Let that franchise go first, because I want to hear this.
Actually, so I'm going to tell you my personal take, right? I'm going to give you one name, and I think they're sleeping on him heavy, and I think he would be a great fit, and that's Joe Brady. I think Joe Brady's the offensive mind that that comes back home and gets the recruits to say, hey, you know what? He was a pro. He was a pro OC. He knows how to win. Let's win, right? But knowing LSU and their shenanigans, I hate saying it like that, but knowing their shenanigans, you know, Ellis and Jeff Landry's getting involved, and you got all the politicians and all these people getting involved. You got Purvis Morrison, shout out to Purvis, he getting involved, right? We got all these people getting involved. I think what they're going to do versus what they should do, they're going to go after Lane Kiffin. They're going to give Ed Orgeron another look. They're going to go after. I think they're going. Yes, they will. But this time they're going to say, Ed, if you're going to come, you come in with an offense. You better have an offensive mind to Joe Brady. You better have somebody that's about to open up the playbook heavily in order for you to get this job. That's the contingency. I think Coach Franklin, formerly of Penn State, that's another name. I know everyone's talking about Lane Kiffin. I'm gonna say another name, and he's an older guy, but I love his stance on culture. And don't be surprised if they break the bank for this dude, Nick Saban. And I tell you what, if they go after Nick Saban, they're gonna say, Nick, if you get this job, your OC is gonna be the next in line to be the head coach. So whoever you choose has to be if we choose you, your OC is next 3 years, he's the next in line to get the job.
Okay. See, I see you posting something. You want me to add it to the stage? Are you trying to
not yet. Not yet. You'll know when.
Okay, right. Go ahead.
So franchise, this happens kind of often, but I absolutely agree with you. I think that we need to go with a hot coordinator, but I know LSU, they're going for the big splash. They're not going to get a coordinator and make him, because that was Brian Kelly's problem. He needed time. If you get a coordinator, you got to give him time. You got to give him time. And right now they don't have any patience for anybody. So if they and it's not a coordinator that's just jumping out as everybody like the hot coordinator in college football right now that anybody's just talking about getting him. So let's just go with the obvious choices first. I agree with you. Who they need to break the bank for right now is Nick Saban. Me and X was talking off camera about it. What'd you say? The highest paid coach is making 13 right now?
Yep. Kirby Smart.
So me and X agreed we need to offer him 20. Offer Nick Saban $20 million a year for 4 years. And just like you said, you make the hire to be your successor when you leave. So what Nick Saban is coming here to do essentially is put the program on the right track and train his replacement. So you give him $20 million for that. And I think that it's a great look. It's a nostalgic look. And I think that there's only 2 programs that he'll come back and coach. One is LSU and the other one is Bama. So if we can get him, if anybody can get him, we can get him now. I just don't think he thought either one of those programs would be available right now.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? So when he walked away from Bama, I think he was pretty firm in his decision to not coach again. So to take all of that off the table, you can't go in there and offer him $13 million just like Kirby Smart. You can't offer him $15 million saying we're just gonna make you the highest paid. You gotta say, hey, bro, leave that damn ESPN game day or whatever it is, and come here and fix LSU. He'll go 20 mil, and he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. If he don't take the 20 mil, like I said, only thing that'll move him would be like 100 mil, and we ain't doing that. So I say offer him the 20 mil to cut through all the negotiations, bring him on home, and we all will be excited about him coming back, right? All right, another person who kind of threw his own hat in the ring that I don't think has a shot of doing it. You mentioned him too, Ed Orgeron. I personally don't think they should have fired Ed. I think Ed had earned some grace by winning the national championship. I think they should have forced him to get a better offensive coordinator, and he could have still had his job. I don't know what his loyalties were or something like that. The reason why he didn't, or he just couldn't find one. But that would have been his main job. I think Ed was a great recruiter. I think he was a great motivator of the team. I just think he didn't know anything about offense, and it showed dramatically.
Okay.
So once Joe Brady left, he was stuck.
Okay.
He was stuck. You know what I mean? Who was the quarterback after Joe Burrow left? I can't remember his name. The guy who was supposed to walk right in and picked up where Joe left.
All I remember is Jaden Daniels. I don't know who else.
No, the white guy. He was supposed to jump right in.
Oh my God, he was terrible.
He ended up quitting football completely.
Yeah. He's bagging my groceries at Safeway. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Wow. Come on.
No. See, I'm boiling right now because you said $20 million.
Hold on. Was it Max Johnson or Miles Brennan?
Miles Brennan. It was Miles Brennan.
Brennan.
Keep going, see, because I need to get on you about this $20 million a year. Come on, man, because I got something brewing in my heart and my spirit right now. Go ahead.
All right.
Please.
I like the Coach O thing more because I never thought he should have lost his job in the first place. But he is another one that would have to come here with an extremely good offensive coordinator that could fill in if he didn't win the SEC or a national championship in these 4 years, that we could appoint him the next coach. All right. So after then you go with everybody's big choice right now, Lane Kiffin. And it kind of like I was telling X, is this a lateral move for Kiffin right now? LSU historically is a better program than Ole Miss. But at this point right now, like I said, I like to talk about the kids, right? The kids right now, LSU is still a hot team. That's a hot team. They're a hot team. Everybody still remembers us being we the trip out team. You know what I mean? We got all the best celebrations. Everything that we do is all on NCAA. You know what I mean? They could pick all our celebrations. It's hot to be an LSU Tiger, right? Now, Ole Miss, as of late, as in this year, has been more successful than LSU. So that resonates with these kids too. So, and Lane Kiffin has actually built that program up to where it is right now. So he has the run of the place at Ole Miss. You can't tell him nothing at Ole Miss. He walk in anywhere and get what he want. And what is that, Biloxi?
Oxford,
Mississippi. I don't know why I didn't think of that. But yeah, he walk in and do it anywhere in Mississippi. He can get anything he want for free. But coming down to LSU, there's going to be restrictions. The board is going to have a lot to say. You know what I mean? Brian Kelly, they gave him a lot of power, I believe, and that didn't work out. So guess what? Next person, unless it's Saban, you ain't gonna have all that power, homeboy. You coming down here, and we got your head to the fire right off. And Lane Kiffin, they're gonna expect him to win in under 4 years, and I don't know. So anyway, that's 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the next one that people are talking about is on the radar.
But when you say people, is these the guys that you think should get like opportunity to maybe get an interview? These guys, that's who you think should get the interviews, right?
I'm kind of going more off of what I've seen.
Okay.
Talking about. Next one is I
See,
say Dan
please,
Lanning.
I got some sizzling in my spirit right now.
Oh
I'm
God.
You
almost
and
finished,
this,
but it's gonna take a second.
please.
I ain't got much to say about these
And
guys.
you're gonna be mad at me after I say this, but go ahead.
Oh God.
Dan Lanning, Oregon's coach. I've heard a lot of talk about him too, and I like it. You know what I'm saying? I like the talk. I'm not sure that it'd be a good fit here. There's a big difference between Oregon and LSU. Do I think he'll take the job? Absolutely. Absolutely. That is a step up from Oregon. No matter if Oregon has been more successful recently or not, this is an SEC powerhouse. You leave Oregon for an SEC powerhouse. I really do think that. And real quick, I've heard a lot of talk about Jimbo Fisher. I don't want Jimbo Fisher ass. I don't want him. Keep him. I think what he did at Florida State was an outlier. I think what he did at Texas A&M is him. And he come right down here because he had arguably more resources at Texas A&M. He had the #1 draft class plenty of years at Texas A&M. He had enough money to jump in that portal and get busy at Texas A&M. So what's going to be different here? It was I think that's one of the fallouts I think from him. I don't want him. And I have heard about the John Summerall at Tulane. I think that's more of a like a heart jerker for Louisiana people, like saying, "Oh yeah, man, he got to move from Tulane to LSU." Nah, bro, I don't think so, man. I don't think so. Because he hadn't been successful enough at Tulane for me. You can't bring him to LSU and think he's gonna be more successful at LSU. He hadn't done anything spectacular at Tulane. Yeah, they win some games, and yeah, they're in contention in a lot of games, but nah, man. Summerall, you stayed at Tulane and waited another couple of years. You haven't earned your stripes yet. That's almost like saying bring Bill Napier over here and let him go coach LSU just because he was here, he was successful at UL. Nah, absolutely not, man. But if we're looking for a coordinator, that actually he be very affordable. He's a proven commodity.
Oh God.
He's a Louisiana kid, has ties to LSU, and he actually proved himself a lot this year for a couple of games, not as of late, but roll that beautiful Bing footage.
Hey!
That guy right there. And no, I'm not talking about the guy on the right. I'm talking about the guy on the left. LSU's current defensive coordinator, Blake Baker. Had a chance to meet the guy on a recruiting visit. The guy simply knows football, bro. He knows football. I like his poise, the way he carries himself. He carries himself like he's a head coach, bro. Just being honest. I was in his office and he'd only been there probably a week. And on his big board, he had all the players on his defensive roster. He had them in where he would have them at. And, you know, I spent most of the time while he was talking, looking at that board, trying to figure out what he was going to do with these players, because he had some people in different positions and all of that. And he was really excited when I went on a recruiting visit with one of the guys, and he said he was telling him where he was going to play him and how he fit in or whatever. But he was very transparent as well. He said they were going in the portal and still getting some guys, because the guy coming in, I went on a draft on a recruiting visit. He was coming in to be a freshman, and he was like, "Well, yeah, we're gonna find some older guys in the portal, so you won't be coming in starting, even though we don't have a starter right there that's coming back in that position. We're still gonna be looking for some other guys." He said, "You still have opportunity if you come in here and you a dog, yeah, but you know we're looking for some older guys." But I like him. I think he'd be very affordable. I like Blake Baker as stepping up to be the head coach at LSU. If we go on a recruiter, I mean a coordinator route.
Oh wow! Okay, go ahead. I'll let you go, franchise.
I need to address this $20 million to Nick Saban. Mr. C, so Mr. C and the rolling of the beautiful bean footage. Mr. C, you are a very educated man, right? And
just
I'm
turned in the
assuming
last
math.
assignment for my master's. Yeah.
Outstanding. I'm very proud of you. What school? What school are you attending?
University of Phoenix.
University of Phoenix. Okay. So after tonight, I think you're going to get an F on your assignment, sir. So here's why. Here's why, sir. You said you want to give Nick Saban $20 million a year.
Absolutely.
Okay.
4-year contract.
If over the course of 4 years. Okay. So true, you live in the great state of Louisiana, aka Lafayette. Mr. C, you live in the same. I'm assuming you guys both like plate lunches. You guys like
no, hell no, not me.
You guys like boiled crawfish, and you guys like links of boudin. I'm gonna say
I don't
this
really
right
mess
now.
with boiled crawfish. You
good. And you like fried fish. You like etouffee. If LSU pays Nick Saban $20 million a year, I'm telling y'all right now, until he leaves LSU, I will never fly back to Louisiana. And I'm gonna tell you why. Everything is gonna be expensive. Everything. Crawfish, 1 sack, $200. Plate lunch, $35. Mr. C's edge up in the bean footage, $100. Truex and Sports Junkies dying of his beard, $500. Y'all out your mind if y'all gonna go and pay this dude. I get it, but bruh, $20 million, man, bruh. Look, I like play lunches at Laura's too. Shout out to Laura's too.
Turkey wing off the hook.
Turkey, oh my God, with the gravy and all that good. We in trouble. Laura's too, man. That plate lunch gonna be $40, man.
I'll pay
it. and that's crazy. But it's that, and then I like the Baker pickup. I do like the Baker pickup, but again, if you were to get Baker, you got to bring an OC and you got to bring a good OC alongside of him. I don't think the defense is the problem. I think it is the offense. But Nick Saban $20 million a year, bro. Evangeline made bread is going to be $15 a loaf. I'm sorry. Bluebell ice cream is going to be $20 a tub. I'm sorry.
Hey man, hey bro.
True's gonna move to Maryland. If y'all give him that bread, he's gonna be an LSU fan, but we're gonna be next door neighbors.
And my dog would ever hit me up. Oh man, that's another topic for another day.
Man, let's put that on the back burner. Leave it kind of like leave it kind of warm. But go ahead.
But no, I mean, first of all, I look at it like this, Jay. I understand everything you're saying, but we're talking about the GOAT of college football. And it's not like he's far removed from college football. It's not like Joe Gibbs going back to Washington after years of being away from the game.
Okay.
Nick Saban, bruh. There's Nick Saban and there's everybody else. I'm not saying let's pay Nick Saban $20 million and if he doesn't take it, then let's pay Lane Kiffin close to that. No. I'm saying only Nick Saban. And I'm a little different than see. Y'all know me if y'all play fantasy football with me. I'm not coming in at 20 million out the gate. I'm coming in. I'm saying, look, what is it going to take for you to come coach LSU? What's your number? Now, if he goes over 20, I know that I'm out. But if he goes at 15, I'm all in. I'm like, okay, 15. Now, how many years you want? And now we can negotiate. I want to know where your number's at. Because if your number's in the ballpark of my number, then cool. I'm not going to come in and say 20, and then he was going to take 15. No, yeah, I'm not saying you
I ain't
wrong.
trying to haggle with him. I'm saying I got 20. You won't come or not.
But this is my thing. Regardless if we get Nick Saban or not, Jay, I think that you would agree with this. Whoever we end up getting, unless it's one of the offensive coordinators or defensive coordinators that you gentlemen brought up, or maybe a Coach O, we're paying that person $10, $11, $12 million a year. Whoever it is. If it's Dan Lanning, Lane Kiffin, Clark Lee, whoever one of these coaches are from these other big programs, if they come in, Kirk Cignetti is almost making $12 million a year. If you think Kirk Cignetti is not going to leave Indiana and say, oh, yeah, just pay me 11, pay me what I make at Indiana. No, you're going to have to pay him at least 12, if not 13, 14. So if you're willing to pay those guys that 12, 13, 14, what you think I'm going to pay Nick Saban?
So watch this. Shout out to all the workers at LFT and MSY, right? The airports. Okay. Y'all make people pay for that. Y'all make people pay. If they come out of pocket that kind of bread, if it's over 15, I'm telling you now, to fly to y'all might as well start driving to vacations. Because y'all not flying out of New Orleans for it, bro. New Orleans prices about to be New York prices. Lafayette price is expensive already. And Lafayette price is going to be LAX. But go ahead.
Hey, I'm not talking about everybody else. I'm talking about strictly for me. I'll gladly hop on that plane that costs that much if LSU's winning national championship. But if we're paying somebody $13, $14 million and we're losing, dude, I'm going to be heated. I'm going to be like, why didn't we just give Saban the $15, $16, $17, $20 million? Because one thing about Nick Saban, and I think they would all agree, maybe I'll be wrong, but Nick Saban to me is going to win a national championship if he comes home.
Absolutely.
I can't say that about anybody else that we're named.
And Nick Saban's going to bring somebody along to continue his program's legacy.
I agree with you on that. I said that to see before the show started. I said if we hire Saban, it got to be a 4-year, whatever the money is, and then he has to have the guy that's going to be next. But I'm going to tell you about
Saban's not leaving. I hate to say this, not to burst a bubble, but Saban's not going to leave Pat McAfee hanging with his big old belt buckle. He's not going to leave that shit. He ain't having too much fun, man. I'm sorry. Like, you really going to have to break bank, man. I know C about to say something crazy. Go ahead.
Hey, nah, man. 20 million. That boy tell Pat McAfee, fuck it, bro. Hey, bro. Fuck it. I'll be back in 5 years, bro.
Hey, Jay, if you call me, we talked about it off air. You call me and say, hey, this is the number I got for you. You coming to Maryland? I love Louisiana. I love crawfish.
I'm out. I'm out.
I know how to cook all that shit myself.
Hey, how Lee Corso used to do.
Yeah. I got to go, brother. Yeah, but the guys, I'm gonna say I don't agree with you guys on a certain couple of guys. I'm not hiring Coach O. I don't believe in going back, even though I understand what C's saying. C's saying he didn't deserve to get fired, basically because he won a national championship. I understand that, but I'm not going backwards. I'm only going forward. The only way I'm going back, I know you're going to say X. Saban was there. Yeah, but Saban didn't get fired. Saban left on his own. He went and tried the NFL. And he even said that was his biggest regret. He wanted to stay at LSU. So I would say Saban is not the same as a Coach O situation. Coach O got fired, maybe wrongfully, like you think, see, but he got fired or let go. Saban left on his own will. So I'm going to say Saban will be my number one guy. It's him and then literally a drop-off for me. I think it's him clear cut. I'm willing to pay him the $15 million or above to get him there. You become the highest paid coach in college football, deservingly so, because if Kirby Smart makes $13 million a year, Saban should make more than Kirby Smart. Respectfully. Shout out to Kirby Smart, though. But then this is where I disagree with y'all. I do agree with y'all, too. I wouldn't hire Jimbo Fisher. Nah, we're not doing that. But I would actually go, my second choice would be Kirk Cignetti. I would call Kirk Cignetti. At Indiana, he's been successful everywhere he goes. I would say Cignetti. Listen, I understand Indiana pain. They just gave you the extension.
Hey, I win. Google me.
I win.
Hey, yo, he bring that nonsense to LSU. I ain't going front, man. You might have me home. I might be back. Franchise might be back down I-10. But go ahead. I'm listening.
And what I love about Cignetti is his quarterbacks play very well. And LSU, and he doesn't have, I mean, let's know Deshaun Mendoza. Mendoza's in the running for the Heisman. So we understand what he's bringing to the table. But I just feel like Kirk Cignetti at LSU, he has enough cash in me that I would be willing to pay him that $13 million where Kirby Smart's at. And I would say, let's run it. We're going to run Kirk Cignetti. I think it's a big hire. He would be the first guy. Everybody's saying Lane Kiffin, Dan Lanning. Kirk Cignetti had Indiana in the playoffs. Indiana in the playoffs last year. Right, and they're going back again this year. As much as Lane Kiffin, we like Lane Kiffin as a person that we see on TV. Lane Kiffin had Jackson Dart, who's doing pretty well in the NFL, and they didn't get to the playoffs last year. They didn't get there. That's just the truth.
Yeah, but they couldn't protect Jackson Dart.
Okay, but
and he fixed that. And he fixed that, though.
At the end of the day, though, they may not make the playoffs. They may not make the playoffs this year. I know they're in there right now, but they may not make it. So all I'm saying is, I would take Cignetti over Lane Kiffin. Hey, shout out to everybody who would take Lane Kiffin. I'm telling y'all my list. So it's Saban, then Kirk Cignetti. Mm-hmm. Now, that's when I go into Dan Lanning. I would take Dan Lanning over Lane Kiffin. Dan Lanning, our defensive coordinator at Georgia. He understands the SEC. He comes down from Oregon. Oregon was the number one ranked team the entire year. Yes, they lost to Ohio State, who ultimately became the the champions of the league, college football. But you bring Dan Lanning down here, he's fiery. I think he would fit with LSU. Young guy. I like Dan Lanning. So that would be my number 3 call. So it's Saban, Cignetti, Lanning. That would be my 3 calls first. Then you get into Joe Brady. I'm calling Joe Brady because I'm like, okay, listen. Joe, we know you don't like to recruit. That's the rumor out there. He doesn't like recruiting. He does that. That's why he wants to coach in the NFL. He doesn't want to coach in college. But I'll be like, bro, you have a head coaching position here for you. A big time program. If you do well here, excuse me, you can go handpick your position in the NFL after this. And then you can set up the next guy that's going to run LSU. And he's still very young, Joe Brady. So let's just see what you can do. Sometimes, things that you want and things that actually you get is 2 different things. But LSU is not a shabby job to have. I would go Joe Brady. And then last but not least, if I strike out on all those 4 phone calls, you still got to make some splash. I'm going to call Lane Kiffin then. Then I got to call Lane Kiffin because now I say, Lane Kiffin, you turned Ole Miss around. I respect that. If you could turn Ole Miss around, we'll take you down here in the booth. But that's the only 5 guys I can really say that I'm super interested in hiring. I'll just throw some names out there.
Can I say one thing real quick?
Go ahead.
If you know that Lane Kiffin is getting paid top $5,
he gets $9 million a year.
He's in 9. How much do you think it would take for him to leave Oxford?
Oh, I think 12 he would leave for sure.
Highest paid guys making how much?
13.
So Lane Kiffin's a lessons learned guy, right? He made some jacked up decisions, in previous head coaching places. I think y'all going. I'm just be honest. I love LSU. I love Louisiana. He gonna make us feel it. I think he's gonna make us pay 15. And
He can't make you pay anything if you're not willing to pay it, Jasper.
I feel you, but we got a governor. We got a governor that's out here on Twitter and X.
Yeah, but Joe Brady's not gonna ask that number. See, I would go to Joe Brady first. Overlay.
I would too.
Joe Brady's not gonna ask for. I think Joe Brady would be good with like $8 million a year.
I don't think he'll take 8. I think he'll take 10.
You don't think he'll take 8?
Joe will take 8. Joe will take 8 because he ain't making.
I think Joe might take less than 8. He hasn't done it before.
Joe not making more than 4 or 5 right now.
Yeah, I'm about to pull up Joe Brady's contract right now.
Yeah, he not making more than 5 right now.
Wow, he's only making 1.8 mil.
Yeah, like dog, he's gonna take less, bro.
Take your 8. Take your 8. Come home. Look, bro. Bring O. Let Coach O run the defense. Let him play recruiting wars. Bring Baker. Do whatever. Bring Corey Raymond. Keep Corey Raymond. Huh?
You gotta keep Corey Raymond.
Yeah, keep Corey Raymond. Bruh, bring back a lot
from A&M, the strength and conditioning coach. That was
my God, you have to. Yes. Lord, yes. If you, whoever the next guy's got to be, has got to be LSU tried and true. He's got to stand for everything that Louisiana stands for. That's why I'm a Coach O guy, man, because Coach O was like that dude loved LSU, man.
Oh, Tigers.
Yeah, man. Like, I love that dude. Now, granted, he was wild and take his shirt off and say some wild.
He needs to be our voice person. Like, he needs to call the game, bro. You don't need to be the coach. I love Coach O, but you don't need to be the coach. I think he needs to be the voice.
I ain't gonna be able to understand him. You better putting Bobby Boucher in the upstairs, bro.
That's what he sound like, Bobby Boucher.
Yeah, man. But nah, y'all go ahead.
Nah, he don't sound like Bobby. He sound like the dude on the waterboard. On the waterboard. That dude.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. Y'all go ahead, man. This is good. This is good stuff, man.
But I mean, Joe Brady, his only problem is he don't like recruiting. I think we're good at recruiting right now. I think he just leaves Frank Wilson in place and let him control the recruiting. You know he has to be a damn good recruiter. They moved a recruiting coach up to the interim head coach job.
So let me ask y'all this question. What if he goes 4-0? Do you pull the interim tag and you decide to give him the head coaching job?
I don't think they do. If he beats Bama this week,
look what I just said. Look what I just said now. Last 4 games, he wins them.
I think he gets into contention. I think it's not even a possibility right now. Yeah. If he beats Bama this week, I think he has a chance.
He wins the last 4.
Yeah. I think he enters the comments. He enters the chat if they beat Bama this week.
I think everybody has to turn him down, even if he wins all 4 games.
I think if he wins all 4 games and the bowl game, I think, and all I got to do is give him $8 million.
Saving him is tough. They'd have to turn the job down. I think just because he's been a head coach at 2 other spots,
yeah,
and it hasn't gone great. So yeah. I just don't think that just 4 games. That's a small sample size. Even though it's Bama, and we understand what comes with that. You got 2 weeks to prepare for him. It'll be an emotional game. It's in Tuscaloosa. I understand that, but I think they'll pass on him, dude.
Beat Bama and see what happens. beat Bama, give him $8 million. I bet y'all both going to Laura's too, and them plate lunches is gonna be a lot better. They're gonna be reasonably priced. Y'all go mess around. Let's go ahead and get Saban and see what
But they
happens.
would have to give him $8 million. I don't think they'd have to give him $8 million. I think he'll take like $5.
That's fair. But watch this. Go give Saban 20 and watch what's gonna happen.
I don't care though, bro.
Them big shots at the corner store gonna cost $10 guaranteed.
Hey, sacrifice how to be made. Drink free water at your damn house. Don't go.
Right, I don't need to eat that food anyway. I need to lose some of this weight.
Yeah, bro, exactly, man. Sacrifice. I love LSU more than I love Laura's, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah, man.
But
I'm done. I'm so done with y'all. But go ahead.
I'm just saying though. I just think that and I'm serious about that, bro. Sacrifice has to be made for the goodness of the program. If you have these people in place, we need somebody to right the ship right now.
Yes.
And the next hire, this may be, I would say this next hire may be the most important hire in LSU history. I can almost say that. After Saban left, that was a big hire. But Saban, we didn't know Saban was gonna go on to be who he was.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the hire wasn't as important. And after Coach O, it wasn't any pressure. It wasn't any pressure. It was like, just go get a big name. Give us a big name, because O wasn't a big enough name, or whatever. True enough, he fit the identity of the program to a T, but he wasn't a big enough name for LSU to have in that spot. So I think that Brian Kelly, that came with some cachet to it. We were kind of proud to say Brian Kelly was our coach. People would laugh at Coach O. Wasn't nobody laughing at Brian Kelly. You know what I mean? They couldn't say his resume sucked. Even though he hadn't won a national championship, you couldn't say he wasn't a successful coach. Right. So now,
okay, so watch this, man. Y'all two are married men for well over 10 years. Okay. Y'all wives have done an amazing job with holding down the fort in your house for a long time. Okay. I look at your wives, no offense, it's like they work hard, they do the right things, they win championships. Okay. There's no cachet with that, right? Y'all met them when, hey man, they were on the rise, they were doing all the right things, all that good stuff, right? They wasn't Halle Berry, they wasn't Sanaa Lathan, none of that. No, they were just hardworking people. I think that's what we need. We need hardworking people. We need very similar. We just need someone to come in. We don't need cachet. We don't need no offense. We don't need a P. Diddy hire. All in the videos. We don't need you. We don't need all that. We don't need you. We don't need you on the gram. We don't need you on the gram. We need you on the battlefield, turning boys to men, winning chips. That's why I love Coach O. Coach O was simple, straight to the point. Let's grind. Right? Brian Kelly was the stripper that looked beautiful and we got food. I think this is what happened, bro. But this is what happened with Coach if you bring a Brian Kelly type stripper to my bachelor party, we are going to have problems.
Hey, she gonna be thick. Hey, that means she thick. She coming with a lot of cachet, bro.
Move on, man. I'm done with your cats.
No,
but I get it. But go ahead.
Kelly's problem. I think Kelly was way too smart. He always, I think he had, he was the smartest person in the room everywhere he went, in his opinion.
Okay.
And I don't think the brass at LSU liked that, because he treated them like that. And I think he was actually probably too damn mean as a coach. Now, when I think of a football coach, I think of a mean person. But these kids nowadays, they need a coach that they can be cool with. I don't think he was cool. I don't think he was cool with none of them boys.
He got to understand what 6'7" is. 6'7".
Yeah. And that's what all of this was about. That's what all this was about. He was trying to be relatable. He was trying to be relatable. And they didn't buy it. I think they respected him as an adult. They respected him as an adult. They respected him as a coach. And he wanted, like, if you ever saw him talking to him, he fussed at them like they was little boys. He fussed at them harder than I fuss at my 12-year-olds when I'm coaching them.
Right.
You know what I mean? And and you can't do that to them, because believe it or not, those boys are actually men. You know what I mean? And they may have the temperament of a child at times, but you know, it's a lot of things that go with that, man. And I think that they wasn't. I'm sure that they missed him. I'm sure that the team. I'm sure that there wasn't a dry eye in the place when he went and met with the team when he got fired. I'm sure it wasn't.
So I'm gonna ask you this question before we move along.
He was too mean to them kids, and they need somebody. They need somebody in place that has some kind of relatability to the coach. I mean, to the kids.
I'm gonna ask y'all this last question before we move along, because I know True wants to move along. Do y'all think that loyalty to his OC was his downfall?
Yes.
Thank you. That's fair.
I think
you can't,
because you said it before the show started. You was like, if he just fired Sloan, maybe he'd be all right now.
He would have had to fire Sloan 2 weeks ago.
Right.
You know something, bro? And
he couldn't have waited until after this week to fire Sloan. He would have needed to fire Sloan 2 weeks ago. He would have fired if he fired Sloan right after the Vanderbilt loss. Maybe he'd have been able to save his job.
I'm gonna say this, and I want y'all to clip this, and this is for, like, not only our kids and all that, right? Hey, man, loyalty only goes but so far. Okay, when jobs are on the line and livelihoods on the line, and you know, if production is not getting done, loyalty only goes but so far. And you know, you can say all the good stuff you could do, but at the end of the day, production matters, man. And if you're not producing, hey man, loyalty has a very small line. But if you're producing, man, loyalty's forever. I've known True X a Sports Junkie since we had hairlines and we didn't have beards. And you know, I've known Mr. C, the trendsetter, for quite some time, you know, and you know, one thing I can say is this: loyalty. Look, there's production, you know, and there's not only production, but like longevity, consistency with production, you know, and that's what creates loyalty. But if you ain't doing what you supposed to be doing, that loyalty is just, man, it's not a good look.
And we're gonna get out. We're gonna go to our last thing as far as this is concerned in a second. I just want to go off your little analogy. I think when you think Coach O, and I want to say this earlier, you know, when you're in a relationship with that person that just loves you, likes you too much, they're just obsessed with you. I think that we're all saying Coach O is great, but LSU is like, God, they love me too much. You let me do too much. And that's how I view Coach O.
Coach O is Urkel and LSU is Laura. Go ahead.
And then I think that Brian Kelly, to C's point, is like the person that treats the girl bad, and she was with him, but now she's realizing, okay, he was too nice to me. He was too mean to me. I need to find that happy medium. And I think that's where they're at right now. But we're going to stamp it right now. Who will be LSU's next head coach, according to this is your pick right here. Not who you think, not who you want, who you think is going to be LSU's next head coach. And we're going to leave it at that.
See, you want to go first, or you want me to shock the world?
You go ahead and shock the world right quick, man. I haven't made my decision yet.
Not who you want, Jasper. Who do you think is going to take that pin and they're going to enter their name as far as signing on the dotted line? They're the next head coach.
Lane Kiffin. Jeff Landry's about to go take a trip to the college football playoff and have a long discussion with Lane Kiffin and tell him, hey, man, what it's going to take? All my boudin and gumbo and crawfish money is on the line. Let's make it happen.
All right.
And I'm not coming back home until we win a natty, but go ahead.
We're going to grossly overpay for him, but I think it's Lane Kiffin, bro.
Okay. Hey, I got somebody about to come on, but before he comes on, I'm going to be in agreement with y'all. I do think if it's not what we want, the question was simply stated, who do we think is going to be LSU's next head coach? I do think it's going to be Lane Kiffin, and I didn't have him in my top 4, but I do think that where there's smoke, there's fire, and I think that Lane Kiffin will take the job.
Because Oxford's not hey, bro, Mississippi ain't got that bread, bro. They're going to have to break that bridge to fail. I'm sorry.
Wait, here's some person that's not an LSU fan, Mr. Boxer.
Hey, man. Y'all's team suck. Oh, my God. LSU stinks.
Oh, my God.
The Pelicans, do they have a win yet? Oh, my God. I've been waiting for this show. I'm heated. My homie had me caught up tonight. I couldn't wait to come on. Louisiana sports is in a recession.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. We not
I ain't gonna lie. See, I ain't gonna lie to you. For the first time in a long time, I hate hearing him say that shit, but God dog, it bothers me, and he's right. And by the way, hey, shout out to all you guys with beards, man. Hey, man, it's fitting y'all well, but go ahead.
Hey, bro.
Okay.
All this shit Trump fault. All this shit Trump fault.
Call it what you want. I just know you predicted a national title during Trump's tenure. And y'all have all that nuts bust stuff, all that Brian Kelly, blah, blah, blah. Oh, man, I'm so happy to be on, bro.
All right. Well, we spent an hour, so we're going to just get into this right now. I know we can't go back because we have a lot of stuff that we have to cover. But ultimately, box office, you can give us your thoughts real quick on the whole Brian Kelly thing if you like. You can tell us who a couple of names you think, but ultimately, not who you want, not who do you think is going to be the next coach at LSU?
Okay, so I'm just going to cover the Brian Kelly thing real quick. I won't take time on it. Y'all know me. I'm a little more patient than everybody else. I wouldn't have let Brian Kelly go. I know that he was underachieving. I get it. You know, losing to Texas A&M the way they did, it's not that you lose to Texas A&M because they're undefeated.
Right.
It's the way they lost. You know, they got blown out. They got destroyed at home. They lost, like I said a couple weeks ago on the show, who has LSU beaten? Every big game they've lost. Ole Miss, Texas A&M. Who else am I missing? They lost one more. Vandy. And then I assume they're going to lose to Alabama as well. So I'm a little more patient. I would have kept Brian Kelly just because I'm a little more patient than everybody else, right? And now you got the second biggest buyout ever. And I actually read with his assistants and everything, this buyout's going to be $100 million.
But we got a solid donor right now that's willing to pay all of it.
I mean, I'd hope so.
Like literally all of it.
I hope so. I don't think it's good that the governor is.
I agree with that.
Basically saying, "Hey, the athletic director is not going to be handling this," because I mean, y'all probably mentioned already that same athletic director is the one that hired Jimbo.
Right.
So that's pretty crazy because what the hell does the athletic director serve? You know, what purpose is he's in that position? You might as well fire him. And the governor is Republican, so I don't care about the Republican, Democrat, this and that. It's just simple. I'm the one that always says keep politics out of sports. I'm the one that says shut up and dribble, and I don't mean that I don't mean that in you can't have a political opinion if you're in sports, but I'm saying it should be separate. And I think that's ridiculous that that the governor is and I heard that that's actually the main reason why Brian Kelly got fired, because LSU was debating, and then the governor said, "Get them the hell out of here." I think that's insane. So let me get to and me and C went at it for a year, and I said Marcus Freeman's doing better at Notre Dame than Brian Kelly's doing at LSU since they they got the jobs.
That's not what you said.
I've officially won that argument.
That's not what you said.
I did say Marcus Freeman's better at Notre Dame than Brian Kelly's at LSU.
We argued about. I never argued that. I never argued that.
Right.
We said that Freeman was a better coach.
He is.
Brian Kelly. And I said, based off what?
Based off playoff wins, based off playoff appearances.
Bro.
And guess what?
Not only here to the national championship game.
And exactly. And not only is right now Notre Dame on ahead of LSU in the rankings and prime for a playoff spot, so is Cincinnati, where Brian Kelly coached before that. It's like it's gotten pathetic for Brian Kelly. So let me get to X's question, not to waste too much time. Y'all think it's Lane Kiffin? I could see it. I for some reason I'm getting the feeling it's not. I think the guy is John Summerall, the Tulane head coach. I'm not saying it's a good hire. I'm not saying it's a bad hire. I'm just saying that if the LSU or the Louisiana governor is having a footprint on this, he's gonna go by somebody he somewhat knows, and he knows the Tulane head coach, I'm sure, and he's had success. I think that's the next LSU head coach.
He don't know that motherfucker, man. Nobody.
Well, does he know Lane Kiffin? He knows of him.
But right. I'm not.
But he knows more of him than he does of Summerall. I'm guarantee you, but
maybe. I think it's Summerall is just a feeling. I don't have any sources. I don't have any. I actually have not heard any rumors of who the next LSU coach is. It's just a feeling.
Right. As far as Scott Woodward, I know people was giving him a hard time because he hired Brian Kelly, but we're not doing that. I'm gonna give him his flowers. He also hired Coach Jay Johnson, the baseball coach who won the national championship this past year. He's had a lot of good hires, and he swung for the fences. I'm not mad at an athletic director for swinging for the fences. He swung for the fences with Jimbo Fisher at the time. A&M was hyped behind that, and it didn't work out. It is what it is. It happens. Not every hire is going to be a great hire. Kim Mulkey came over. LSU, they're building something, and I have no issue with it. It just sucks that now we got to pay $53 million. I think it's like $53 and then $100 million if we let all the assistants go. I don't think they're going to let everybody go though.
Man. All I know is I heard y'all were going to win the national title. Nussbus was going to win the Heisman, this and that. And I said, relax.
Hey, the only thing that gives me, and look, y'all know, this is the only thing that gives me somewhat satisfaction. And it's not because I don't want LSU to win it all, because I did want LSU to win it all. It's because, see, you picked LSU to win it all. Box office, you picked Clemson, and I picked Penn State. Boy, we was all some trash this year.
Jasper, do you remember who you picked?
I don't know who Jasper picked.
I can't remember who you picked either, Jasper. But
he probably picked LSU.
I think Jasper picked Clemson too.
It might have. I gotta look through the chats. I can't remember who I chose, but
All right.
Anyway, go to the last topic.
We've been literally talking about this one topic for like the whole time. All right, real quick, y'all. Winners and losers from last week. We'll just go through that real quick. Football.
I can go first. I'll tell you my loser right off top.
Ooh.
Big LSU, not the little one. The bigger loser, along with Brian Kelly. Those are the biggest losers of the week. It's a tie. LSU for going out there and getting totally dominated in the second half of that Texas A&M game, and Brian Kelly for losing his damn job. And I mean, whether I think he really deserved it or not, I don't know. I'm not gonna say yeah, but yeah, he's definitely the biggest loser this week. All right, biggest winner. I'm gonna go with Vandy.
I like that.
I'm gonna go with Vandy because they could have had a letdown. They were on their way to having a letdown and could have lost to Missouri, but they pulled it out. They pulled out the game and they won. They kept their national championship playoff hopes alive. And I actually meant to, when we talking about all these coaches, we talk about Signetti. Hell, Clark Lee, he got Vandy popping right now. Why isn't he in any of these discussions? He definitely needs Vandy and go to one of these bigger schools.
He can definitely.
I think I got the answer, C. So I think the issue with Lee and I think the issue with Dillingham at Arizona State, and I feel like I'm leaving a guy out, they're all at their alma maters.
Right.
And they might think that that's their dream job.
Right. You're right. I didn't even think about that. But the thing is, I was thinking more of, it's kind of like Dion. His success is directly connected to Pavia, and he's gonna be gone next year. So I think he would have to pick it. He would have to prove it without Dino Pavia being there to be a serious head coaching hire.
See, I'm gonna tell you something. If a KNI called me right now, and True as a Sports Junkie told me, "Hey, bro, I want you to come coach LCA," right? True.
I'm at LRCA.
LRCA. If True said LRCA and a KNI called me right now, True, where you think I'm going?
You might say us, but I think
LRCA got, I can recruit to my heart's content, right?
Yes.
However, I am not, and I will not turn down a KNI. My opportunity to turn a KNI into a powerhouse basketball team, 6'7".
Well, we needed you here. We needed you here in 2019 when my son was playing that, bro. Because that bastard sucked. Boy had my son 5'10" playing center.
Oh man, my condolences in advance.
Yeah. He led the district in blocks though.
So when we talk about winners and losers, are we talking about winners and losers of college football?
Yeah,
for the week.
College football
for the week. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I'm gonna take it a different direction. I think the loser has to be the loser has to be Ole Miss, because Ole Miss is on the clock. They're gonna have to pay Lane Kiffin or else he's gone. LSU, that LSU job coming hot. Hey man, I'm sorry. It's nah. Ole Miss, you literally got 2 months to pay this dude, like come out of pocket, and not only pay him but also rename that bridge after him, because if not, y'all screwed. In terms of the winner, man, you know, I want to say one more loser too. Can I got one more loser.
Go ahead.
Colorado is the oh my bro. Colorado, listen, man. Deion's either leaving or y'all need to gracefully let that man walk. It is all bad in Colorado. The only thing good about Colorado is something green and sticky, and that's about it. And maybe the Avalanche. That's it. There's
Bro,
nothing. There's nothing hot about Colorado. The Nuggets are 2 years removed from winning the title. The elevation's dope. That's about it. Sorry. So those are my two losers.
bro, into your point, the what I was trying to tie in with my last point with Dion, a lot of his success was tied into his children and Travis Hunter, because his success, the very little success he has had at Colorado, was totally tied into them.
He went all in.
It's one thing about it is he is Deion Sanders. I think he's a pretty good coach. But you can't make nobody want to come to Colorado, bro. Not even Deion.
He went all in on the wrong. He went all in and didn't think about the program and the longevity of the program. And now
that's why he retired their numbers, because he knew his success and them even being on the map was tied to them being there.
And now Shador is a walking clipboard pusher right now and getting robbed by the NFL. But that's neither here nor there. The winner, man. I'm the winner right now, and this is going to sound funny as I don't know what, but the winner is Penn State, and I'm going to tell y'all why.
Tell me, please.
Penn State is looking like, hey, you know what? Y'all could go pay $12-15 million for LSU. Hey, guess what? We could bring Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer won't ask for much out of us. We could bring Signetti if we want to. Look. Y'all go do all that. You could take Franklin, take him, please.
Signetti just want an extension.
I know, but guess what? Penn State will make all them Amish people shave their beards and give up their beards for that bread so that they can get this guy Signetti. So I just think that at the end of the day, Penn State is looking like, you know what, man? Y'all could go and fight over that LSU job. Y'all have fun. Give me Urban. We don't need you to win today. We need you to build a program and get us back to our winning ways.
But how long is Urban gonna stay there before he starts having?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
He's not going to
start having those heart problems again.
I think Urban's on. So I think Urban's in the same predicament as Saban. I think, give him a 3-year deal, bring an OC in or a splash OC or DC, and say, hey, he's the next guy in line. I don't see Urban staying there that long. I don't.
What happened at Ohio State? Reason why he left?
Health issues.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But it was something else. Like
he's not going to Penn State, bro.
Huh?
He's not going to Penn State. I'd see him back at Florida before he's back at Penn State.
He would never. That dude ain't going back to Florida.
Why the hell would he go to Penn State?
Why? Okay, so why go to Florida? So why? Okay,
because
you know what's gonna happen? Let him go to Florida and see what happens. Hey, bro, if you're locked up in Orlando, Jacksonville, Miami, any of that, you come and play for him. That dude will have. It's not even gonna be the Florida Gators. It's gonna be the Florida Jailers. That's what, bro. All them dudes. All them dudes are gonna look. I'm telling you, bro. If he goes back to Florida, I'm telling you right now, every last one of them players gonna have a criminal record. I guarantee it. He going, bro. If the only way you're gonna play for Urban Meyer at Florida, hey, bro, you had to committed 2 crimes and you got a damn good lawyer to get you off.
I don't even know what the hell Josh was talking about. All I
What is
know is
it?
Urban's not going to coach at Penn State.
We're gonna have another Aaron Hernandez situation. Just watch.
Box office, who's your winners and losers?
All right, my winners are BYU, man.
Absolutely.
Good call.
I
good
thought
call.
they'd lose to Iowa State. They're 8-0, and I know we'll all shrug off the Cougars, whatever. But hey, they're 8-0, man. They just got to beat Texas Tech and Cincinnati the rest of the way, and they're playoff bound. That's very possible. And they could, even with the loss, they could make the playoffs. So BYU's a winner because they keep proving me wrong. My loser, I actually do agree with Jasper. It's Deion Sanders, bro. 43-0 at half. And then they had minus 18 yards at half. Look, I didn't grow up watching Deion. I caught the Redskins and Ravens days, right? The back end, which was irrelevant, right?
Yeah, you didn't see anything on there.
Right, I didn't see anything. But what I didn't like is the unnecessary hype. And that really annoyed me because even at that time, all our topics on the show were Colorado, Deion, Shedeur, this and that. I was like, bro, I don't have an issue with hype, but back it up. They did nothing. And then what really pissed me off was when he retired Shedeur's number. I really hated that because that fool went 13-12 at Colorado. And I'm like, bro, you are Deion Sanders, and you are basically signing off on average performance. Or average results, I should say. I really didn't like that. And I didn't like 2 years ago when Oregon whipped Colorado. I forgot the score. It was like 56-7, something like that. And he said, you better get me now because by the time I get my players, you won't be beating me this way. Well, Utah just whipped you 43-0 at half. I don't like the unnecessary hype. I don't have an issue with the hype, but prove it, do something with it. That's my main thing. And he's been awful. Let's just call it what it is. He's been awful. Dillingham at Arizona State's made the playoffs. Signetti's made the playoffs and now looks like a national title contender. So he has no excuse. He had way more hype, right? He had more attention. I like what Dylan Gabriel said in the offseason. I think he did take a slight at Shedeur, and he said, there's entertainers and there's competitors. And, right now, Deion's been nothing but an entertainer. So I'm not saying fire him. Y'all know me. I like patience with coaches. Let them recruit. Let them figure it out. Deion should not be fired.
Colorado has it. I don't think Colorado can pull it off, man.
But that's another thing,
That's
Justin.
set Colorado back heavily.
I watched another interview with Deion this offseason. He said, no, we have a better team this year than last year. I was sitting there, I'm like, how? You had a better quarterback and you had the Heisman winner. How the hell you got a better team? And now it's showing they don't.
The thing is,
it's not me against Deion. It's me against the hype. Let him prove it, then we can back it up with hype. So they've been nothing but losers, and it's going to get bad. And I hope Deion gets time. But along with his health issues, it just doesn't seem the right time and the right fit either.
I don't think they're going to fire Deion as much as they're going to they're either going to gracefully let him walk or they're going to let him finish out that deal because there's Colorado. If Colorado has to pay Deion on a buyout, that's going, man, that's their, man, nah, bro. All that green sticky money that they made, nah, bro.
Well, right now his contract goes to 2029, so I'm okay if it lasts till then because that's enough time to at least make the playoff.
They need to keep him. He made them relevant. I mean, Colorado, my God.
That goes back to my saying, you fire him and then what?
No,
you ain't nobody. You're getting nobody close to Deion's level.
Well, see, I wasn't on the show.
You might as well go hire box office as the head coach, C as the OC, and
I'm not going to Colorado
and Truex the sports junkie as the DC.
Hey, I think we can match the 3 wins Deion's got.
All right, I'm gonna tell him I losing. South Florida, man. What was that? I know box office and his brother picked Memphis, but dog, South Florida, you were up the entire game and you didn't score at all in the fourth quarter. 17 points from Memphis in the fourth quarter to knock off South Florida. I think South Florida, they had a shot maybe to get in as the J5 representative in the playoff. They blew that opportunity losing to Memphis. So they're my biggest loser. Anytime you put yourself out as far as the playoffs, I have to say that. And they're my biggest winner. I'm going to give it to 2, and it's kind of like, I think Texas saved themselves by coming back and beating Mississippi State. They still have a chance to get into the playoffs with that win. I'm not saying they will make the playoffs, but that had they lost that game, we'd be talking about them like LSU at this point. But A&M, bruh, A&M has gone on the road and beat Notre Dame, beat LSU in Death Valley. Now they set themselves up against Missouri, who I think they'll get that win. We'll talk about it in a second, I guess. And then, or it might be in 2 weeks. It's either this week or next week. And then they get Texas. And it's at Texas. I mean, I think that for the most part, I'm comfortable with saying A&M's going to the playoffs. They're going to the playoffs. I don't see a scenario where A&M loses out and does not get into the playoffs.
They should be in the SEC title.
Yeah, so congratulations to Mike Echo, man. Everybody thought it was going to be Jimbo Fisher that was going to turn A&M around. Echo came in there. He's doing his thing.
That's trust the process. That's a trust the process call. That is program building at its best.
Yeah, man. They did good in the portal too, as far as the transfer portal. It actually worked out for them. It didn't work out for us. And Marcel Reed, man, is still a thorn in the LSU side. All right.
Quarterback is a thorn in our side.
Well, with that being said, box office, you want to get to the picks this week?
Yes, sir. Let's get it. All right. I'm pulling it up right now. We are starting off this week with an interesting – so it's not the craziest slate. So we have an interesting slate. Let me see, actually – I don't know why the hell that's not pulling up. All right, hold on. Let me pull it up.
Start it off right, man. Tell us the standings.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to pull up. All right, got the standings, and C is still number 1, 39-24 in college football.
Yeah.
Jasper, Antonio, and I are all tied for second, 2 games behind, 37-26. And Truex, the sports junkie, not so junkie in college football, 34-29.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I kind of like the Truex, the sports junkie, not so much the junkie.
Hey, I was under 500. I was under 500, and I just keep climbing slowly but surely. I'm coming. Don't worry.
All right.
I went 3-3 last week. I don't know how y'all did.
We were all somewhat like that. Let me see. I got the Memphis game right, but I got the BYU game wrong. I got wrong on the Washington Illinois game, wrong on the Ole Miss game, right on the Vandy game, and wrong on the LSU. So I guess I went 2-4. Some of us, it's just like that. Like it's been too close in standings week by week that we can't like.
Game I'm catching every. I'm just climbing.
Every game matters, right?
See,
I'm stretching it out. Don't worry about it.
Well, let's start off this week. It's not the craziest slate, but it's an interesting slate. First game, UVA, Virginia, at Cal. Who we got?
All right. I guess I'll go first because I always typically go first. AC, don't copy my picks neither, bro. I'm telling you right now. I got my picks already written
Well, you're at the bottom.
Whoa, big fella. Give me Cal. Cal beats Virginia. I know you don't like it, box office. I got Cal, man. What up to the Bay Area?
Shout out to the great Lee Corso. Not so fast, my friend. I got UVA. I think UVA's defense is playing quite well. They did shock Florida State. if I'm not mistaken, Florida State.
Yeah, they did.
I gotta go with UVA in this game. The only problem, the only thing that might hurt UVA is the fact that they gotta go to Cali, and that flight across the country might be a major factor. But I'm still going UVA in this win.
Disrespectful, Jasper. Disrespectful.
All right, man.
Appreciate it.
I'm starting to believe that Florida State, that's not as big of a win as we thought it was. You know what I mean? And Virginia, they've been playing well all season, but I think they're hanging their hat on their Florida State win. And a lot of things had to go right for them to win that Florida State game. I watched the game from beginning to the end, and it was a lot of turnovers that just were like freaky turnovers that had to happen for them to win. And with that being said, I'm taking Virginia. I ain't taking Cal. I'm taking Virginia. And X, you falling off your ladder, bro. You falling off your ladder, bro.
See, I'm only 5 games back from you. I was once upon a time like 12.
I'm gonna stretch that thing back out. Don't worry about it, especially with picks like this.
Okay, we'll see.
All right. So Virginia, who I'm impressed with, has struggled the last 2 weeks. They've been barely pulling it out.
Barely.
Now they go to Cal. They got to travel. I hate to say it. I got Cal. I just have a feeling Cal pulls this game out. I think it's bad timing for Virginia. I just watched the game Friday night, I think it was. It was Cal, Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech beat them. But this game's in Berkeley. I have a feeling Cal pulls it out.
I mean, if UNC gets the 2-point conversion, bruh, UNC beats them.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see. All right. And Antonio, by the way, has UVA, where he graduated.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. All right. Next game. And it's an interesting one. We've got USC at Nebraska.
Woo!
Nebraska gets up for this one. Dylan Ravia. Let's go. I got Nebraska. Nebraska wins a big game. They rush the field. Let's go.
Look, you see this? It's happening. Give me the Trojans on the road. I got USC beating them. I think I've told y'all all year, I think USC is legit. I think USC beats Nebraska, man. And I'm gonna say this: they may lose their coach, Nebraska. Hey, look out, Matt Rule. Hey, Penn State, maybe. Hey.
All right. These are two teams that I don't believe in at all.
Bro,
for various reasons. USC, I just don't think they're good. I mean, I don't think that they're just historically. I don't believe that they're a real football team outside the Reggie Bush, Matt Lyon years.
Come on, see.
I don't believe that they're a real good football team in real life, right? So Nebraska. I told y'all how I feel about Raviola or whatever his name is.
Raviola.
I don't condone nobody trying to look like another man. Yeah, and he takes it too far to me. I can't roll with nobody whose quarterback, the most important person on the field, has an identity issue. So I got to pick one though.
They're in Nebraska. It's in Lincoln.
Yeah, it is in Lincoln. I don't think that means shit. I got USC.
Hey, bro, what are you doing?
I got USC, man. I just don't think that. I don't think that Lincoln, Nebraska home field advantage really means much. This ain't the early 90s.
Okay.
Who you got, Jasper?
He got Nebraska. He already
Nebraska.
said.
Oh yeah, you did say that. Okay. I've got Nebraska too. They're at home. They are 6-point underdogs, so that does not make me feel good. But I just think USC is up and down. Today, I forgot the exact record, but Lincoln Riley's record at USC against ranked opponents on the road is something really bad. It's like 5-18, something like that. But
Nah.
I just think they're too up and down. So I'm gonna go Nebraska. All right, and Antonio's got USC.
Yeah, man, Makai living, man. Let's be some respect.
All right, next game, Florida or I should say Florida versus Georgia, because that game is always on a neutral site. I think in Jacksonville.
Bruh.
Everybody ready? 1, 2, 3. Georgia. Next.
Wow, you just gonna disrespect the Gators like that?
Yeah. Hey, franchise, I know you ain't been on the show. We gotta see who X picks, because he just be picking shit.
X ain't crazy. He not crazy.
Hey, let me say this.
Hey, bro,
He not crazy.
You ain't been on the show, bro.
He ain't crazy.
I do have Georgia, but I'm gonna say this: Georgia scares me because I feel like they played down to their competition or up to their competition. They're so, oh my god! I'm gonna take Georgia, but I wouldn't be surprised if Florida wins this game.
There are certain games that it should just be blowouts, but they, like you said, they play with their food. They don't. Hey, bro, get them out of here. Next, like, yo, get the second and third stringers in, but they just be touring with them too much, man.
And I hate when we all pick the same game.
Who you got?
Georgia.
We all choosing Georgia, man. Boss,
Okay.
you know what time it is. You're not
Antonio's got
Florida.
Georgia. I got Georgia as well. But I hate acting like this is Stetson Bennett, Georgia. They do play down to their competition. They're not that Georgia.
There he goes.
They're not that Georgia. So we got to be careful. But everybody's got Georgia. All right. Next game, we've got Cincinnati at Utah.
Dang, bro.
By the way, Antonio had Georgia in that last one, and in this one he's got Utah.
I think I'm with Antonio on this one. Utah is such a difficult team to judge because 1 week they play great, the next week you just shaking your head like, what happened? I'm going to take Utah at home, but Cincinnati can definitely win this game. And they're probably the favorite at Cincinnati.
I'm going with Utah at home. I gotta go with Utah at home. But they do scare me. Consistency matters. Going Utah in a close game. Probably win by 3.
I'm thinking Utah, bro. I'm thinking Utah. I'm not.
Defense is legit, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, but Utah burned me last year, so I still haven't really forgiven them. I'm gonna go with Cincy.
By the way, when y'all burn, one thing about C, ladies and gentlemen, he is not easy. He does not forgive easily.
Nope.
He does not forgive easily. Goodness grief.
Hey, 2 things. If you burn me on my pick, and I have to hit box office. Number 2, if you lose me money on my parlay, to hell with it. And they did both.
Cincinnati, right?
Yeah, I got Cincy.
All right.
Wow.
All right. So everybody got Utah except C. I'm also rolling with Utah. Since he's missing their main running back prior this week, I like Utah at home. They're one of those teams I always trust at home, and I like them this week. I'm going Utah. All right, next game we got Oklahoma at Tennessee.
I got Tennessee. Not confident in this one at all. I'm literally taking them because they're the home team. Mateer has to play like he did at the beginning of the year to give Oklahoma a shot. If he does, they can win it. If not, Tennessee will run away with it. But I'm going to go with Tennessee.
Mateer bounces back.
Uh-oh.
Big game.
Uh-oh.
Big game. Big game. They need you, bro. This is big game. This is where winners win, losers go home and fall asleep. I got Oklahoma winning this game. It's going to be a shootout. If you all you betting people, bet the over.
I do agree with you, franchise. Bet the over. A lot of points going to be scored here. But Tennessee's going to score more. They're at home. SEC game at home. When it's a coin flip, I'm going to go with the home team. I'm going with Tennessee, man. Mateer hadn't been the same since he came back from injury. He just simply hasn't. At times, it looks like he's never thrown a football before in his life. So I'm gonna go with Tennessee.
This is a big recruiting game too, man. That Oklahoma Tennessee line is going to be massive. But go ahead.
So X and C got Oklahoma. Or sorry, X and C got Tennessee. Jasper got Oklahoma, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Antonio's got Oklahoma. This game's a toss-up to me. I like Tennessee's offense, and it scares me because I didn't like Oklahoma's defense last week against Ole Miss at all. I thought I was just waiting for them to step up all game, and they didn't. With that being said, I feel like they have to get it eventually together with Brent Venables. I'm going to go with Oklahoma, but I'm not confident at all.
See, you don't want to jump on that ship too, so I can.
Nah, man. I think that Tennessee trade and quarterbacks worked out more Tennessee than it did for UCLA. So yeah, I'm gonna ride with that, man. Aguilar's been having a pretty good season, bro. It worked out for him.
All right, game of the week, in my opinion, and the last game we're picking.
Oh, it is
Vanderbilt at Texas.
Man,
who we got?
Can I just say something?
Antonio's got Vanderbilt, by the way.
And guess what? Your brother's a very smart man. Yvonne, you're about to be pissed. Get the shots and the beer ready because guess what? Y'all going down, and you gonna be upset. I got the 7th year senior, aka Vandy, aka we knocking down horns down. Vandy, let's go.
Oh. Well, I may be wrong on this one, but I got Texas, bro. I think they're gonna pull up the upset. I think their defense.
Is Arch playing?
Huh?
It's
Washington Bowl as of right now. He practiced today, but has not been cleared.
Arch hasn't been that good this year anyway, so I don't.
I just want to know how the hell are you allowed to practice if you haven't cleared concussion protocol? I don't understand that.
I'm not even picking them based off Arch Manning. I'm actually picking them up their defense. I think their defense actually slows down my boy Diego Pavia. And I think that it's hard for me to believe that Vanderbilt's going to make the playoffs. This respectfully. It's just, I can't put that in my head. I just think that Texas A&M Texas at the end of the season is going to be such a big game because Texas is slowly going to climb their way back into it. And then that A&M Texas game is going to be a big one. I got Texas at home. I just think that Pavia, he's had a great season. If he wins this game, he might win the Heisman. I might just say, you know what, he got the Heisman now.
I'm going to say this before y'all give this last pick. I don't think Vandy makes it to the playoff. I think Vandy gets upset, and it's not this week. It's going to be next week. Not next week, but it's going to be the Kentucky game.
Tennessee? Oh, I thought it was a Tennessee game.
I think it's Kentucky. Kentucky knocks them off because they're gonna look past. Yeah. They're gonna look past Kentucky, and they got Tennessee in the last game, and they're gonna get clipped. But go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right, me.
Yeah, I know you got. You love.
Hey man. Hey, I told y'all after that boy did that to us that hand him the Heisman right then. Diego Pavia. I'm damn near a Vandy fan. Like I'm rooting for Vandy. I'm rooting for Vandy outside of LSU this year, bro. I love the story. I love everything he's brought to that school and how he's had them. If you can't see him in the playoffs, well, I might let you borrow my glasses. You won't have to see them.
Glasses, man.
They're gonna make the playoffs, bro. They're gonna make the playoffs. Now I don't know if they're gonna win nothing when they get in there, but Diego Pavia is gonna see to it they make the playoffs, bro. He's different. He's different, and I got them going in there. Texas defense is good, but I haven't run up on Diego Pavia yet. And I think he's gonna crack the code on their defense.
I hope you're right. I do. I hope you're right because I don't want Texas to win.
Man, what he does is if it's simple. If I can't pass it, I'm running, and he runs well. Now I know our defense is LSU defense is really susceptible to a running quarterback, so that's kind of an outlier. I haven't seen Texas against a running quarterback yet, but I think he just picks the right times to run. So unless they have a great defensive scheme against him, I think he's gonna crack that code. And Texas ain't gonna be able to put up enough points to keep up with him. So I got Vandy.
Okay, so everybody but C's got Vandy.
No, everybody got Vandy. I got Texas. Everybody got Vandy.
Sorry, yeah, the opposite. So all week I've actually been thinking Vandy's going to win this game, but the closer I get, I think Arch plays and Texas is at home, and I like the defense on how it matches up with Pavia. I'm going to go with Texas, but I'm not confident. I'm going to be honest. I'm not confident. If Pavia comes into Austin and kills them, one would not be surprising to me. I've got Texas in a game-winning field goal.
I think it was 3 points last year, huh?
Yep.
It was, and this year Texas is a 2.5-point favorite. So yeah, barely.
Yeah. Hey, Pavia, you did that shit to us. You better do it to Texas. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I'm really literally picking Texas because last year, not even against Vanderbilt, against Texas A&M, I felt like they shut down Marcel Reed, and I just feel like a running quarterback don't really work against Texas. I could be completely wrong.
Yeah. All right, let's get us to the NFL.
Oh my God. Hey, what you cracking your knuckles for? I mean, stop, bro.
Hey, man, I'm just happy Jasper's on the show after predicting 11 wins for the Saints, man. I've been waiting for him.
Real quick, winners and losers in the NFL. We're going to be quick. We're not going to stall. We don't want the show to be 100 hours. Who's your winners and losers in the NFL?
Go ahead, Jasper.
I mean, the Saints, of course, is going to be a loser, but I'm gonna go a different direction. And I'm going to say the Cincinnati Bengals. Bro, if I'm Cincinnati, it's either trade Hendrickson or start the fire sale because it is all bad. Not having Burrow does stink. So, yeah, that's the loser. This week's winner, man, I love Denver. I love Denver right now. Denver, all facets of every part of the game of football, they are playing at a high level. Shout out to Sean Payton. Yeah, that's my winner and loser.
Go ahead,
All right, I don't know what that background is, and I don't know what that hat
be
is.
respectful, man.
Y'all got to get it together. My loser is the Atlanta Falcons.
Absolutely.
They got destroyed by the Miami Dolphins. They looked like the 72 Dolphins. Come on, man. Like when you look at the offensive side of the ball, the Falcons are as talented as anybody in the league. Like real talk. Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier is a great backup, but it does not matter. Kirk Cousins or Michael Penix, they look bad on offense. And, this is the guy that Raheem Morris and Arthur Blank moved up for and shocked everybody. They basically said, F Kirk Cousins' contract. We don't care. We're going to go after Michael Penix. And it's like 1 week you get a really good Michael Penix, the next week you don't. This week you get Kirk Cousins, and he looked like trash. And I understand Drake London was out, but he looked bad regardless. John Robinson, if y'all remember, that was Oklahoma State quarterback back in the day. I think he was Des Bryant's quarterback at Oklahoma State, if I remember correctly. Or no, that was Whedon. And that might have been Whedon. Regardless, doesn't matter. He was at Oklahoma State. He's looked like a bad offensive coordinator as well. I don't know. They just look bad on offense, man. Like, they can't be this pathetic.
How the hell is Kirk Cousins still in the league, bro?
He's got that contract, bro.
Bro,
He's fleecing everybody, man.
He is fleecing.
Whoever his agent is fleece. He is fleecing.
You get to take that contract and get off my team. Give me my damn jersey, bro.
But see, as crazy as bad as he's looked, Michael Penix looks the same way in that offense. Like, it just
looks better. Penix looks better,
but he just doesn't look that much better if he is. I don't know. Like, the offense it looks bad to me for that much talent. Atlanta looks bad. Now their next two games are the Patriots, who look really good, and the Colts. So this is probably going to only get worse for Atlanta. They look pathetic, man. I can't believe they look that bad against Miami. I
above them in the division.
Yeah, I mean they look bad offensively. I can't believe it. My winner though, I can go many ways. I'm gonna go Denver because I did pick them to beat Dallas, so I wasn't surprised. But man, I read a stat today. They're the first team in NFL history through this point of the year to not allow 10 sacks, but also have 35 sacks on defense. Like one thing about Denver, they've got a great offensive line, they've got a great defensive line. And if you're gonna win this league, if you're gonna win in this league, that matters. Sean Payton's found his quarterback. You could make the argument he's the best quarterback in that class based off how he looks so far in his career. Jay Daniels is a little beat up. Caleb Williams is up and down. Penix looks like he stinks. Drake May looks like he's on the rise, but Bo Nix overall to me look better. So, man, Sean Payton's done a hell of a job. Salute to Sean Payton, even though I'm not the biggest Sean Payton fan. Like, you have to give him credit for how quickly he's turned it around in Denver.
But watch this. Can we look at the fact that Sean Payton's recipe is very simple. I just need a competent QB that listens, an offensive line. I need 6 offensive linemen that could play multiple spots of the offensive line, and some good defensive linemen. That's it. He's got the secret sauce. That's why it works.
Hey, man. I'm still looking at it. I look at it like this, bro. So wait a minute. Oh, okay. Let me go and show you my loser. My loser.
He's about to do something wild.
Why you doing my dog like that, man?
Spencer Rattler. Now I taken up for you all year because we had not been losing because of Spencer Rattler. He hadn't been turning the ball over. But this past game, the last 2 games, he's put the ball on the ground. And that's what ultimately got him benched.
Right.
And as of today, they said they're going to start Shuck for the rest of the season. So that was his audition. As long as we didn't lose because of him, he would have been the starting quarterback. And I already said that I think that they was going to have to play Shuck eventually just to get some film out on him because they're going to trade him or Rattler at the end of the season. So
please get Shador. Yeah,
they should have done it in the first place. I don't think they're gonna do it, bro. But those are my he's my loser, and the Saints, of course, are my loser. And my winner is just because I'm impressed by them, the Patriots. The Patriots, I'm very impressed by them. I didn't expect them to be this good this fast. Their rebuild is over. They're actual contenders. They're leading the AFC East, is it? Right now, not the Bills. They are, and it's not a fluke. They actually look good winning. I have them as my winners this week, just because they look so good. Whether we expected them to beat the Browns or not, Drake May's been impressive, to say the least. I actually didn't wasn't a believer in Drake May coming out of the draft, and even after he ended the season okay last year, I still wasn't a believer in him. So
none of us really.
Right.
So now I believe he's legit.
Yeah, he does look the part, though. See, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
My biggest loser, bro, is the Steelers, man. And it's not because they lost to Green Bay. It's the fact that they're letting Cincinnati hang around, and now Lamar Jackson comes back this week. And the Baltimore Ravens are only, I think, 2 games back, I believe, of them. I believe it's something close to that, but it doesn't matter. I just feel like the Steelers had a golden opportunity during Lamar Jackson. Yeah, absolutely. And every time that I think that they're going to take that next step, they fail. And I picked the Steelers to win. That's why I'm calling them my loser, because I picked them to beat Green Bay. And they didn't get it done. Jordan Love looked like MVP candidate this past week against the Steelers. And the Steelers defense has to play much better. I know you don't like Aaron Rodgers, but the Steelers defense, they have to be better than what they've been playing as of late. You lose to the Bengals with Joe Flacco coming in really in the same week, and that's not it. So I'm going to say the Steelers are my biggest loser. My biggest winner, bro, is the Jets. The Jets, not only did they get their first win, the fact that they didn't quit on Aaron Glenn. To me, Aaron Glenn is a big winner too, because a team that has no wins and you're down 14 in the fourth quarter, I'm thinking, oh, y'all throw the towel in. It's over with. And they fought. They got the dub. Hey, shout out to Aaron Glenn, man. I think Aaron Glenn, hey, man, he might have saved his job. He might have saved, and I know it's on his first year. I know box office hates when people get fired super fast. But, man, the Jets were looking bad early on. Like, we was even saying, look, bro, it was like they're not even fighting. But they fought in this game. I respect that. And now every team has a winner. The Saints get the first pick in the draft as of right now. Woo!
Shout out to Justin Fields for, hey, man, the owner got on you, talking all that mess about how, it wasn't a good look for getting you and all this other stuff, and it's your fault, and you came back and you bust your tail and proved to him, like, hey, man,
They're dropping a quarterback.
I'm about that.
They're dropping a quarterback, though, Jasper.
Oh, they are. Yeah, they are.
Hey,
all right,
man,
real quick. Oh, go ahead, see.
that speaks a lot for the Jets organization, for the owner to say that.
Yeah.
Right.
That owner, the Cleveland Browns owner, says a lot about their organization.
Real quick before we get to our picks, because I'm not trying to just run through everything, but I'm trying to get certain things in. Power rankings, real quick. I know box office loves this because of the coach's success. Power rankings. Who's the best 5 teams in the NFL currently, in your opinion?
I'll go first. Off the top of my head, I'm gonna go with the Colts number 1. Hey, I didn't expect the Colts to be this good, but I got to go off of what I've seen. They do remind me of last year's Vikings, but the one difference, and y'all can go look at the Vikings schedule last year, the Vikings won a record close games last year. The Colts are actually demolishing teams. The Colts are running over teams. And they've got the Kansas City Chiefs in a couple weeks. So we're going to know more. They lost to the Rams, but it was a very, very close game. The Colts could have won. They just look better than everybody else. Now, it's whatever, week 8, week 9, whatever it is, but they do look the best. Number 2, I'm going to go with Kansas City. They look like prime Kansas City that we've come accustomed to. They beat the Lions a couple weeks ago. They did not even make this game against Washington competitive at all. They just destroyed them, which was expected. They didn't have Jaden Daniels. They look like the second best team in the league right now after they beat Detroit. Number 3, I'm going to go with the team that was on a bye. I'm going to go with the Rams. I think the Rams are legit. I think they're a true contender. If you told me Rams end up in the Super Bowl, wouldn't be surprised. Number 4, I'm going to go with the Lions. The only reason they're number 4 is because they lost to Kansas City recently. But to me, if they can land that number 1 seed like they did last year and actually stay healthy, man, Detroit's going to be rocking. Number 5, I'm going to go with the Green Bay Packers. Even though they've been a little up and down at times, Jordan Love showed up against Pittsburgh, and they look good in that second half. I'm going to go Green Bay number 5.
I'm going to keep it simple. Indy's playing well. They got to go number 1. All phases of the football, they're playing quite well. I'm going to go number 2, Denver. Denver's playing great football.
Wow.
Love what Denver's doing. Shout out to Sean Payton. Number 3, I'm going to go with Philly. Great win this week. Looks like they're back on track, slowly but surely. Number 4, I'm gonna go with Green Bay. Green Bay's defense look good. I'm the ability to get Michael Parsons doing the things that he's doing has been massive. Number 4, I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay.
How many 4s you got, man?
Oh, I'm sorry. Number 5, I'm going to go with sorry about that, guys. Number 5, I'm going to go with New England. New England, great coaching. Drake May's playing quite well. Their defense is clicking on all cylinders. I'm impressed. So, yeah, that's my 5.
Okay. See?
All right.
Shout out to the Colts, man, and Daniel Jones, aka, started from the bottom. Now we're here.
All right, I'm gonna start out by saying this: F the Cowgirls. All right,
That's your pick.
because I had them bastards at number 5 last week.
Outstanding. That was the worst thing you could ever done. See,
No, you know what? And I never do that. I say never trust the Cowboys. They're accident waiting to happen, just like
the pretty girl. That pretty girl with the big butt and the smile. That girl is poison.
Yep.
Shout out to Bette Biv DeVoe, because guess what? That's the Cowboys.
Man, so anyway, man, started out by saying F the Cowboys. You actually just may have given me another number 5, though. My number 5 just moved to the Patriots.
Wow.
I got the Patriots number 5. They actually look really good. I'm on with the Patriots at 5. Number 4, I'm gonna go with the man. I gotta go with the Rams. I'll go with the Rams at 4, and they were on a bye, so I mean this is fluctuating. So number 3, I have the Eagles. Number 3, I have the Eagles. They look like they kind of figured it out, got it together a little bit, and they looked a lot better, a lot more fluent in their passing game this past week. It brings me to number 2, the Indianapolis Colts. I got them at 2. They look great. They do look great, but I told you I do my power rankings based off who I would think would beat who. And right now, I don't see nobody beating the number 1 team. That's the Kansas City Chiefs. Them boys look awesome. They look awesome. And noticeably absent from my top 5, and I guess it's maybe just because I didn't see them this past week, is the Lions. But they're definitely in there somewhere.
See, I know you don't like box office and his shenanigans, right? I get it, but come on, man. Real recognizes real, man. Danny Dimes is. It's your opinion, and I gotta respect it. But Danny Dimes, bro.
Have you seen Patrick Mahomes?
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. Pat a dog. Don't get it. I'm not taking nothing away from it.
And he has Rashee Rice back now.
Okay.
And now it looks like Kelsey's shaking the cobwebs off or whatever.
Can we just say JT for MVP right now, man?
Oh no, nobody's playing better in the NFL than JT. Nobody's playing better, but no team is playing better right now than Kansas City.
Danny Dimes is most improved player for most improved. I mean, come on, man. We gotta give props where props is due, man. Danny Dimes.
Don't get me wrong.
You dropping dimes.
You ain't been on here, franchise, but have I not picked the Colts pretty much every week this year? Anytime we picked them, I think I picked the Colts, even when box office wasn't.
All right, let me give you.
Where do you guys have the Saints on the power?
Hey, watch your mouth. With
the first pick, watch this. Wow. With the first pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select.
We'll talk about that later. Not now. All right.
Bust.
Coming in at number 5, I got the Broncos. Everything y'all said, I think the Broncos are legit. But the 4 teams, similar to what C said, I just can't see in a neutral site, Super Bowl, or in a big game, I would pick the Broncos to beat these 4 teams. That's why I have them as far as I got them. The Broncos coming in number 5. And number 4 is a team that the Broncos beat, which is the Philadelphia Eagles. I have to have the Eagles in my top 5. I just like what I saw this past week, even without A.J. Brown. They come in number 4. Number 3, I got the Detroit Lions. I think Detroit may be the best team in the NFC, and they might be the best team in the NFL when they're hitting on all cylinders. Number 2, I got the Chiefs. I understand the Jonathan Taylor argument for MVP, but running backs typically don't win it. I think Patrick Mahomes, if he stays on this course, he's going to win MVP. And then number 1, I got the Colts. They're balling. I gotta give them props, but that's my top 5. All right, box office. Let's get to these picks. It's getting late out here.
All right. We're getting to the NFL picks. Let's start off with the lame Thursday night game. Well, actually, hold on. Let me get with our standings. All right. So,
no need to talk about the standings.
Number 1, Antonio, 28-21. He's had a good year at picking the NFL. Jasper, you did really well last week. You're 26-23. You're 2 games back. All right. I am 3rd at 21-28. That's still pathetic because that's under 500. X 19-30. You picked the good old Vikings last Thursday.
Watch your mouth.
Let's go ahead and get to the picks. Let's go ahead and get to the picks.
And see, he's done 18-31, man. And we barely picked the Saints. Imagine what his record would be otherwise.
Oh, man.
I wouldn't have picked the Saints this year.
All right, Thursday night football. Dolphins, Ravens. I believe it's in Miami. Who you got?
Ravens. Lamar's back.
I got the Ravens.
Hey, that man back. Flossing. Let's go. Ravens.
All right, Antonio and I also
I made him take all that bull crap out of the locker room.
Let's
go.
mean
business, bro.
The next 5 games.
I'll take the pinball games, all that shit. Get it out of here.
The next 5 games favor Lamar heavily. Go ahead.
Antonio and I have the Ravens as well. Next game, We're moving on. An interesting one. Colts at the Steelers.
Colts.
They're hot.
That bad man, Danny Dimes.
Yeah, I got the Colts too. I can't. The Steelers they just something just not right for me with the Steelers. I got the Colts.
And in a couple of weeks, we're gonna see the Aaron Rodgers I've been telling y'all about.
Chill out.
Hey,
man.
Aaron Rodgers does not play bad, but I'm shocked how bad that defense is.
Right.
It's been bad. They can't stop.
I think the league has figured out the defense at this point. Offense is not the problem; it's defense.
And Jalen Ramsey, man. I mean, come on, bro. Wake up, bro.
PI.
He's getting either burned or getting called for penalties. He looks bad.
Him and Marshawn Lattimore are walking DPIs easily.
Yeah, they've both been bad. Antonio's got the Steelers. I've got the Colts. I actually want to pick the Steelers because the Colts are due for a loss. But I just think I think the Colts offense is too good for the Steelers defense right now. It's bad timing that they're catching us. I got the Colts.
Antonio got a new baby. He's not getting much sleep, bro.
That's a good one. Shout out to the new father. Shout out to Unc. Go ahead, man. That's good. That's a good one. That was a good one. That was good. All
right, next one, interesting one. Broncos at the Texans. Antonio's got the Broncos.
Bro, the Texans are the hardest team to figure out. I don't know what the hell that is, bro. The Texans have me completely lost. Oh my! I'm taking the Broncos. I can't take the Texans. One week they look great, the next week they look terrible. I'm gonna take the Broncos. They look great this past week, the Texans, but they won't do it 2 weeks in a row.
I want to go with the Broncos, but I feel like that Patrick Surtain injury is gonna be massive, because he really takes away one side of the field, literally. I think that Surtain injury is gonna be massive. However, I got the Broncos winning because they moving the ball quite well. So yeah, shout out to Broncos.
I got the Broncos because even though they beat the 49ers, they haven't beat a good team yet this year. And the Broncos have. So I got the Broncos just because I think that I actually think they just have a better team. I got Bo Nix over CJ. I got the coaching staff better. I got Sean Payton over D'Amico. I don't think that I think the Texans are just they're a mystery right now, but they definitely not gonna win anything significant this year. They got a lot to figure out over there.
Okay. Antonio's got the Broncos. I've got the Broncos too, but I'm not confident about it because Surtain is out. So, this is a hard one for me to pick, but I'm gonna go with Denver.
I got the Broncos. I should I hate when we all pick the same team.
All right. Next matchup, probably game of the week. Chiefs at the Bills.
All right. I'll go first, Jay. I got Buffalo. I got the Bills beating the Chiefs, even though I got the Chiefs number 2 in the power rankings. I just think that extra week, they're going to get them. I got the Buffalo.
Y'all ready? True, normally I disagree with you about a lot of things. I think Josh Allen figured it out, man. Before the bye week.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think Josh Allen figured it out before the bye week. I'm going with that bad guy, Josh Allen, and those Buffalo Bills. This is going to come down to who gets the last possession. It is the game of the week. Is this a Sunday night or is this a 4:00 game?
4:00 Sunday game.
Oh my gosh, Tony Romo's got it. Okay, this is going to be masterclass at its best. Got the Bills.
Yeah. Sports Jay, I don't think you're gonna do too much climbing on this one. I got the Bills simply because this isn't the playoffs. If this had been the playoffs, I'm taking Mahomes all day. But I got the Bills weren't in any of our top 5, right? Which is very it's conspicuous by their absence in our and them being in our top 5s. But
6, 7. 6, 7.
yeah. But they definitely are a top 5 team, to be honest with you. So I put them beating them. If this had been playoffs, I'd be definitely going with the Chiefs. But by being a regular season game, Josh Allen gets the win.
Hey, see, I changed. I'm in football. Summer schools. I'm gonna switch. I got the Chiefs. I'm tripping. I forgot the Panthers. They played the Panthers this past week. I thought like they played the Panthers. They wouldn't come off a bye, and they barely got past the Panthers. Give me the Chiefs. I don't.
No, they didn't. They beat the brakes off the Panthers.
Destroyed the Panthers.
Yeah, no. Josh Allen didn't play great.
Because James Cook was going crazy.
Yeah, but that wasn't what not the way I see it. I watched a lot of that game. It wasn't as easy like
that defense. The defense was killing.
Yeah, I agree with
that. Oh
that.
yeah, no, that's right with Andy Dalton. Yeah, because I was like, if Bryce Young's playing, hey, that's a whole different game. I got the Chiefs.
How is Andy Dalton still in the league?
Bro, Dalton is terrible, bro. Terrible. Bryce Young might not be great, but Andy, oh my God. Some of the things he was doing.
Y'all got to remember something, man. The reason why Andy Dalton is still in the league and actually getting a paycheck is, remember, Andy Dalton to AJ Green was actually pretty.
Oh, that was so long ago, bro.
But I understand, but people look at that, man.
AJ Green ass is out the league. Just the same thing need to be done with Dalton. Get both of their asses about here.
This probably Dalton's last year. Since 2021, the Bills are 4-0 against the Chiefs in the regular season. So C has noticed the same thing I have. They get them in the regular season. I'm going Buffalo. Antonio's going Buffalo as well. I feel good about them at home in the regular season. If this was a playoff game, it would be different.
I reserve my right to change my pick too.
I actually feel better about it now that y'all all picked Buffalo. Y'all
just let me know by the end of the week. I'm sticking with Buffalo at home.
Same.
All right. Sunday night game. We got the Seahawks in Washington. Who we got?
Ooh, buddy. You know,
I got Sam Dirty Dog Darnold.
He's robbing Seattle right now. I'm going to go with the Commanders.
Oh.
They need the W. Commanders need the W this week. Yeah, I think with Jaden coming back, I think JD, I think JD5 comes back this week. Yeah, I got to give it to the Commanders. Big win tonight on Sunday night.
Hey, McLaurin is sitting out again.
Still got Debo.
Antonio's got the Seahawks.
Okay. Dang, I picked the Seahawks to win the division too, in their division. But I got if Jaden Daniels plays, I got the Commanders. I'm with Jasper on this one. I think that they have to get a win. I got the Commanders at home.
I don't know, man. I think that the Seahawks are just a better team this year, man. Jaden not having the chemistry with McLaurin like he had last year.
That's because these fools decide they want to hold out for 30 mil, and they don't. I want to say this real quick. Fantasy football guys, all of y'all, listen. If you have a skilled player that holds out for more money, I'm just letting you know right now, don't pick him. You know what ends up happening? About Rusty. Week 4, week 5, injuries, rusty to start off, but hamstring, calf injury, you name it. It's something always.
And I got McLaurin sorry ass in 2 leagues.
Right. Yeah. See, you taking that personal, bro.
Yeah.
I would take it personal too. I was in a fantasy league last year, my big money league, and McLaurin balled out. Guess what? In that big money league, I dang sure didn't pick him. I'm so glad I didn't either. But go ahead. Sorry, guys.
I just traded for McLaurin ass, and
Send him to
he.
me. He's trash.
I'll send you. You got to send me a nice.
This
Oh,
dude,
you
yo,
see that?
can I say something, guys? Hey man, this is why I don't miss the NBS league, because guys like Truex the Sports Junkie starts off with a team in July, and that team is never the same by December 31st. That team has been look. Truex the Sports Junkie is basically what's that Detroit Pistons. Excuse me, Detroit Pistons GM that basically traded his whole team.
What's wrong with that? I'm a GM
order-
and you a GM. You don't like the trade. You want to be like the Bengals.
This dude trades. This dude will trade Monday through Saturday. Let them play back on the market Tuesday morning Tuesday morning by 3 a.m. Them dudes are back on the block.
Bruh.
True not look. This is how True starts the conversation. Hey, how you doing? You want to make a trade? You all right? Hey man, hey bro, you breathing well? Hey bro, you healthy? Hey, let's make a trade. Hey, hey bro, what you ate for dinner? Hey, you want to make a trade? Hey, how you feel? Hey, how you feel about that bum you got on the bench? You want to make a trade? Hey, what kind of plate lunch you got from Lawrence too? You want to make a trade? I'm wrong? Tell me where I'm wrong. hey, look, see, not saying that because he know I'm telling the truth.
I was just checking to make sure I ain't accidentally accepting no bullshit. No.
All right. Well, this is a tough game for me to pick because I expect Daniels to play, but McLaurin is out. But man, Seattle's coming off a bye, and I'm gonna go with Seattle. I know they're on the road and everything, but they just look better to me. They look consistent. Jane Daniels is on a little bit of a sophomore slump, and it includes injuries. And McLaurin's out as well. I don't know. I can't trust them. So I'm gonna go with Seattle. Antonio had Seattle as well. I don't know if I said it.
Okay.
All right. Monday Night Football.
So trash.
Wait, hold on. So everybody had the Seahawks except Jasper, right?
And no, I had the Commanders too.
Okay. Jasper and X. All right. Monday Night Football. Cardinals at the Cowboys. Who we got?
This is horrible. You know what's sad about this game? Kyler Murray is getting paid quite well and should be traded at the trade deadline. And
To who?
man, you know what?
Wow, you're so disrespectful.
You know something, to be honest with you?
No, don't say that, Jasper.
No. I'm gonna say this, and this might shock some people. Okay, I think he should be traded to Cleveland.
Oh my god! What are we?
I just pick the game. Pick the game. Just pick the game.
I think he should be traded to Cleveland. Yeah, man, that Cleveland debauchery. I mean, Cleveland could at least give him a 4th round in Shador. But anyway, I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. This is gonna be I don't think it's gonna be a blowout, but it's gonna be a bad game. Cardinals defense is not that good this year, and Dak is gonna tee off on them.
I got the Cowboys too. I was gonna take the Cardinals.
I'm hoping the NFL changes. Like, hey man, they see how horrible that is, and they're like, hey man, y'all go to Sunday night and put somebody else there, bro.
Hey, brother, the Cardinals can win this game too, yeah, Jay. The Cowboys are not that good either. But I got the Cowboys just because the Cardinals, that's Yvonne's team, bro. Yvonne likes the Cardinals. He picks them to get to the playoffs every year, and they let him down every year. But I got the Cowboys.
See,
I don't know. I don't know which one of these bum ass teams. Give me the Cowboys, man.
Come on, see.
all right, Antonio's got the Cowboys, and Jasper, make sure you're not asleep that night because you're going to see the Cardinals upset the Cowboys.
Oh, look at Tony. He's a Cardinals.
Hey, Kyler's from Texas. This game's in Texas. He's going to want to show up. They were on a bye week. Now, I hope he wasn't playing Call of Duty and actually was preparing for this game because I think they can win it off 2 weeks rest. I don't like the Cowboys. I told y'all I don't have them in the playoffs. I think it's the Cowboys' name that a lot of people pick them to the playoffs. Bruh, their defense stinks. Bo Nix just proved that. He looked like Peyton Manning and John Elway out there. They've lost to like teams like Carolina. Dude, Dallas stinks on defense. And now Jerry Jones wants to ask for Max Crosby and I forgot who else he asked for. But Trey Hendrickson, bro, you had Micah. Like I don't Jerry, bro, he's out of his mind. I got the Cardinals off of a bye
Take
week.
him behind the woods, shit, man. Put him out.
I got the Cardinals off of a bye week, and Kyler's going to be amped up to play in his hometown.
Dude, I'm gonna say something. If the Cardinals beat the Cowboys, it's gonna be fire sale. I think the Cowboys are gonna make some massive move. They're gonna trade. They're gonna make trades because it's no point in keeping that. George Pickens is gone. I'm gonna just be honest. If Dallas loses this game, George Pickens is gone. You might as well just prepare for next season.
Oh boys.
I don't think he thinks like that, bro. I don't think Jerry thinks like that.
I don't even know if he thinks, to be honest.
I'm not sure if he thinks anymore either. But I definitely don't.
Because he'll say some of the most not like I sit there and I'm like, yo, like I get it, you're the owner and the GM, but you got executives that like, yo, Jerry, hey, come on, man. You know, I love you, my guy. You know, you cool peoples. You know, you all right. You know, love the star. You know, nice jacket. But hey, Jerry, not today, man. Like you giving Stephen A. too much content, man. And let's be honest, man. True as a sports junkie just don't want to deal with your nonsense, man. Like he think you seen out too. Matter of fact, you know what you do, baby? Hey, man, look, he's a flight away. You know, he's a flight. You know, LAF to Dallas is about an hour away. Yo, just hit him up. You know, hey, take that flight to the Star. Hey, Jerry, just listen to him. He won't steer you wrong. Now, I ain't gonna lie. You probably gonna have about 82 trades by the deadline, but you're gonna be all right, though, baby.
Hey, calm down, man. Hey,
you're gonna be all right. You're gonna have a new offensive lineman every 2 weeks. Hey, you're gonna have a new offensive lineman every 2 offensive line every 2 weeks.
Okay. Shout out to y'all boys, man. If
True as a sports junkie was the Dallas GM, hey man, they'd have 5 different QBs, no draft picks.
Hey, y'all better see what we building over here in Lafayette. No play AC, no what's up.
Hey, I know. X said that Spencer Rattler was the future, so he would not. Do well there.
Hey, Spencer Rattler's not terrible, bro. I know Anthony Richardson's not the future.
I never said he was. I never said he was.
Send him to New Orleans today.
Daniel Jones is gonna be trash.
I did. And
send Anthony Richardson.
And y'all laughed at me when I said Daniel Jones was just as good as Trevor Lawrence. I remember we got video footage of that. I just want to put that out there.
He looks better.
You're right. He's better. You're right. But y'all laughed, I was like, oh, Trevor Lawrence. I said, no, he's the same guy. Oh my God, X, you're losing it.
All I know is y'all's future is already the past.
Yeah, bro, he might be somebody else's future.
He's not y'all's future or anybody's.
I'm gonna say this real quick. It's been a while. I'm gonna just say this. When you leave a big market team with all that pressure that the Giants, surrounding big markets, you go to a smaller market where there's not a lot of expectation, there's no pressure, hey, we just want you to just be the best version of you. That equals Danny Jones. And that's why he's playing the way he's playing. Because in New York, they were slaughtering him. Like every newspaper was killing him. Now you go to Indy, hey man, Indy don't look. That's Halliburton's town. That's Danny Jones. You ain't gotta be Halliburton. You ain't gotta be Halliburton, baby. We just want you to be Danny Jones. We don't even want you to be Danny Dimes.
Hey, Jasper's officially back, y'all. My boy is back. Hey Jay, we're gonna talk because we need to get this upgraded too, but I need to talk to you about that because we don't have no sponsorship on here. We're gonna talk about it. But we'll get to these shout outs. Shout out to my family. C got me in trouble when I used to not give them a shout out, so I'm gonna give them a shout out. Shout out to y'all boys. Box office, you came on late. You got to hear me talk about LSU a lot more, but it's all good. Happy Halloween to everybody out there. Y'all see the different backdrops. I had the Saints, baby. Who that? Because I'm a real Saints fan. CB8. And last but not least, let me tell you this. The final take is next week we're gonna start the NBA Power Rankings. The LSU topic just took a lot out of us today. But next week we'll start the NBA Power Rankings. Every week we'll do Power Rankings in the NBA to kind of tell who we think is the best team as far as 1 through 5. And last but not least, I got to give a huge happy birthday shout out to a young man. Next week, he gets 1 year older, 1 year wiser. And that goes out to myself. Let's go! Let's go, baby!
Hey man, I want
to. Hey! You're 1 year closer to being coached by the greatest, baby. Hey, we got plans. Baby. Let's go. Hey, when you get to high school, don't worry, baby. You coming to a K&I.
Oh,
your dad not gonna be able to afford me an LRCA.
All right. Hey,
I'm playing with you, bro.
Shout out to my nephew, man.
Yes.
That's something new in our family, so we're excited about that. We're just happy, and the day he got out of the hospital was just in time for the Colts game. So he's already a Colts fan in the making. He doesn't know it yet. He woke up a winner. He woke up number 1 in the league record-wise. So that's a good feeling. Hey man, it's all bad for Louisiana, man. It's a recession down there. The Pelicans.
Where's Antonio when we need him, man? Where's Antonio?
Hey, the Pelicans lost again tonight. The Saints can't get a win. The LSU's firing coaches. Jasper even moved out the state. So hopefully it gets better for Louisiana, but it does not look like anytime soon. And I'm here to watch it. Hook 'em horns, go Colts.
Hey man, I blame all that shit on Trump. All right. With that being said, man, my last bit of shout outs, I was going to my son, Hannah Morgan, Tori, Christian, Lee, and Elwood. Daddy, love y'all. I'll see you in just a second. A special birthday shout out to my wife. She's a Halloween baby. Her birthday is this Friday, and she's gonna be 21 again or whatever. And we we're gonna party. I gotta work that night, but I'm gonna make it up to her. I bought her a nice gift, man. Dog, y'all know how much purses are, bro?
Bruh. I know.
This stuff is getting ridiculous, bro. She sent me a purse that she wants pretty much every year for her birthday, and it's just going higher and higher, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I know you, Jasper and Box Office. Y'all not married. Y'all don't have these problems yet.
I'm taking notes.
Hey, bro, get your money up. Make sure you have put a little. I have to save all year for Christmas and for birthday for my wife because I know she has expensive taste, and she did not have that when we got married. When I met her, she didn't have that same expensive taste. I married a little country girl who didn't didn't want much at all. But
I respect, man.
I done citified her, I guess. I don't know. It's all good, man. So anyway, special happy birthday shout out to her. I'll see you in just a second. I love you too. With the Pap Pap's babies, Marcel Carter Bryant and Azaria Grace Bryant. Pap Pap love y'all. I'll see y'all in just a second, even if it's just on my screensaver. And the whole NBS crew, appreciate y'all boys for having me on here. All our viewers that watch tonight, man, love y'all too. We're gonna see y'all next week when I smack these boys around one more time. And LSU, y'all is the app on Indeed or where I need to apply? Where I need to apply? I can fix it.
You gotta call the governor.
He a baby Trump, man. He ain't gonna never
Oh man.
Hey, that means he's a winner, man.
Hey,
that means he don't know what the hell he's doing.
Hey, hey, man! Shout out to the crew for holding it down for so long, guys. I've been on my basketball tip, man. I've been on my Coach K, I'm trying to build championships over here, man. Shout out to my La Plata High School basketball nation. Woo. We got championship aspirations this year. Shout out to my family back home. Shout out to everybody listening. Thank you guys again for coming on. This has been fun. Excuse me. Hey man, one of the biggest blessings in life is being able to wake up to see a new day, man. And don't take those things for granted. And yeah, don't take those moments, those days for granted, man, because you never know if you're gonna wake up to see the next day or not. And lastly, thank you guys. Thank y'all for holding it down for real, because this is fun. Remember, we started this like what 15 years ago, and look where we are today, man. Look, True didn't have a beard. Mr. C wasn't trying to grow a beard. Yo, Yvonne was fresh out of might have been like a year or two out of high school. Shout out to Mike. Mike came onto NBS 3 months before he graduated high school, and now fast forward, he's a family man. So I say all that to say, man, there's growth, and this brand has grown, and all I can say is thank you guys. Thank you. Much appreciated. With that being said, Mr. BTA, aka the franchise, is out.
We out, y'all. Peace. Happy Halloween.
Boot up or shut up.